Yeah.
Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, GAP.
And Swerve. Ski.
And we back for another week of the bullshits. You know how it go. Toxic masculinity at its finest. What you guys been up to?
It's been a slow week for me this past week. Nothing came up just yet. As we roll into October, we're getting ready for the birthday weeks and such. You know, y'all boys getting the birthday funds ready. Though.
When your birthday?
The 22nd.
No, that's in like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, trying to see what I got planned. Still got things in the works, but
I might have to put you on a payment plan this year for the
economy fucked up right now, B.
I'm on a payment plan.
It'd be nice to get to the point where the birthday funds, where it's like it'd be a crazy amount. Imagine just like $1,000. It'd be crazy. Especially in a recession, it's crazy. But when you're up and it's your own money you're saving essentially. It'd be nice.
You're giving it right back.
Yeah, you're getting it
especially
right back.
In the beginning of the year is the worst because I get it at the beginning of the year and then right next month I gotta pause. Yeah. I gotta get handed right back to like 3 other people.
Pause.
Yeah. I said hand it back. I could have said give it back.
Handing it is crazy.
Handing it is not crazy.
You know, it's crazy to me because I'm a guy that enjoy hand jobs, so it's crazy. Pause.
Give it a flashback.
So I tell my wife to hand it to me all the time.
Giggity,
yeah. So Nate, you said you haven't been up to nothing?
No, not this past weekend.
What about you, sir? What you been getting into?
Same shit. Me and Nate was doing the same shit all weekend. Not a damn thing.
Let me see. I guess I'm the only one that has a
life.
A life. Let me see. This past weekend I had a golf tournament and did that. That was cool. My son chipped his tooth.
Oh,
he got teeth?
And they got a mouthful. Pause. Yeah, he had teeth since like two months, bro. He started growing his teeth, and he chipped his top left tooth.
How he chipped the tooth?
Nigga's a kid, bro. He fell, hit his face on the floor.
You sure? I need to call DCF.
You can. They'll come check. That nigga chipped his tooth. Took him to the dentist. I already knew what the results was gonna be. Taking him to the dentist.
What they say?
They're not gonna save it for kids. They just gonna tell when it comes out.
We found the piece and shit. Put it in gauze and like milk and shit. See if they'll like try to bond it, but there's no point of bonding kids' teeth because
it's gonna fall out.
It's gonna fall out. One is gonna fall out, and then you ain't gonna have it. And two, that tooth is gonna fall out anyway. Yeah, once he hits around 6 years old and shit. So there's no point of what's name it. It's just for cosmetics.
What they can do is they can take out the whole teeth though.
Yeah, nobody want to do that.
Yeah, nobody want to do that. They'll actually do that. Junior ended up having to take one out at a time. So he had like 2 years with no teeth because he had like, let's say.
What if your grown up teeth never come in?
They're already in your face.
They're already in your skull, though.
So your grown-up teeth?
Yeah, if you like when you're a kid and you take a X-ray, if you go to the dentist, they take the X-ray and you'll see your grown-up teeth in the back.
So a baby is born with grown-up teeth in its head.
Mm-hmm.
It's born.
You gotta see a baby's
X-ray. You see the structure of it.
Look at
so it has 2 sets of teeth because the baby at first don't have no teeth. So
like
that means if you take an X-ray, you see baby teeth, and then on top of that, you see grown-up teeth.
Yeah. And you'll know if your kid's teeth is gonna be like fucked up, and you're gonna need braces
because they're layered the way they're gonna come out. Yeah.
So you'll see how they're gonna come out, bro.
Type in baby X-ray teeth. You're gonna see that shit looks disgusting.
See, our niggas didn't go to the dentist as young kids, as Haitian kids. So I don't know nothing about this.
I learned this about years ago through my own kids, but when we were kids, we definitely didn't have the benefits of. Or if we did, we are going seldomly.
Of dentistry. Yeah, I didn't hit the dentist for the first time until I was probably 30.
Which is what I feel like maybe these kids got a benefit of. My kids, they go to the dentist all the time. They're having to get cavities removed or what's the name. And I was like, we grew up without none of that, man. How the hell we go? How did we go so long?
Well, I never had a cavity in my life, so
I never did. That's what I'm saying. Here, my kids are as young kids.
I got a chipped tooth,
my first cavity when I was like 30-some years old. When I go checked on it.
You have a chipped tooth.
I had a chipped tooth. Yeah, that came from riding a skateboard and hitting my teeth on a tire.
Being someone. What you was riding a skateboard for?
Back in the days, my kids have a skateboard era.
At what age? What age was this?
Like elementary. But there's still black kids that do skateboards.
It was a grown ass kid, Swerve.
Yeah, I know. You didn't start skating until Wayne started skating.
Yeah, he was listening to Lil Wayne and he got a skateboard and cracked his fucking tooth.
I cracked my teeth going into 6th grade, ready for high school, thinking it was about to change. That boy came in that with a big chip tooth. Like, damn.
I seen Nate on a podcast with Didier and them with his whole fucking chip tooth gone, bro. That shit was.
It came out. It comes out every few years.
I was praying that nigga does not bring up That's Absurd. I was like, this is not the representation we want. This is not the publicity we need. I was like, this nigga better not mention nothing. But somebody else on the podcast mentioned. I was like, god damn it.
So what is it? You got a permanent chip tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's a tooth and sift? You can put a bond, put like a fake tooth on there.
So what do you have right now that I don't see the chip?
It's a filling.
The fake. It's like a fake
so you can pop it out right now if you wanted to?
You can't pop it out.
No, it's bonded on.
Yeah, it's bonded on.
So it's like it's like a little cap. Say half of your tooth. They just make one and they bond it on, and like you know how when they do acrylics under the light shit, they do that to your teeth.
With the light, exactly.
So now you eat with it. Do you have to like avoid chewing with that tooth?
It's good. It does everything else.
It falls out every other. It falls out like every how many years, Nate?
I'd say every 8 years, maybe 10 years. They're not meant to last forever. Then if you want, when you finally get rid of it, you could pull out the tooth altogether and then get one of the new ones, an implant. That's the permanent one. All these fake teeth that these people be having and shit like that, boy.
I would have just went straight implant.
There are a lot more. And I'm saying there are a lot more as far as calls on implant.
That nigga said I went straight to implant. Niggas is wildin'.
It's a slow week though. What y'all? You said what you were up to? You said you went to the.
Yeah, that's all I had. I had a golf tournament this past Saturday.
How's your golf game?
That nigga don't be golfing.
I'm not that good. My golfing's terrible, but I be out there.
That's all we can do. You ain't tried a one-arm swing? You might be a one-arm hitter. You don't know.
Nah, there's no control in that. That works at Top Golf and shit, and for driving, but when you're
that's what I'm talking
actually about, playing golf, you're actually aiming for a target or area, and that one hand shit don't work.
I'm not really just trying to golf. I really just be at the driving range.
Golfing is fun though, bro. You out there play 9 holes.
Pause.
And it's entertaining.
I've done the little golf, the
mini golf.
Yeah, miniature golf.
Miniature golf.
Yeah,
that's not golf.
I'm aiming for holes.
Yeah, but even drive time isn't real golf. But those are more. I think those are just all the fun aspects of it, ain't it? I hear there's another version of like a drive time that's like supposed to be like a basketball one coming out.
I heard about that too. I would love to go.
What the fuck are you supposed to? You could do that at the basketball court. What are you doing?
It's like Top Golf.
Shooting jumpers like Top Golf. You just trying to shoot
jumpers. You got some food on deck, some drinks. You in the saucy
That's like the best. That's like the best game, anyways. When you're at these arcade theme parks, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just the shooting.
Place, nothing but those, just the shooting in the race car games. You don't need nothing else. If you want to throw a couple table hockeys on there, I did go somewhere this past weekend. I went to Andretti's.
That's the laser tag?
There's laser tag. It's race carring and shit like that. It's karting. You know, it's named after Mario Andretti, the race car driver, the famous car maker and shit. But it's all right. It's not better. I can't say it's better than Dave and Buster's and all that. They just got an electronic bumper cart instead of the gas one, so it's quiet and all that stuff. And the track's all indoors. But they're able to throttle you and control you all remotely. So I can't say it's better than the gas one. What's the pause on? The throttle?
The throttle? They're able to throttle you?
Come on.
But that was about it, though.
What you went there for?
Just do something on the weekend. We're out, so we just went there.
I felt like I did do something with my kid this weekend. I don't remember, though. But we'll figure it out. Y'all want to jump in these absurdities? We got a question of the week this week. What y'all want to do first?
Question.
What is this question? The question was: would you rather make $300 million in career earnings as an NBA player, but retire ringless, or win 7 rings but earn only $54 million in career earnings?
I'll go first. Give me that 300.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I could see why the buddy said that. It's such a big difference, though. 300 million versus 50 million is nuts.
That's like saying, would I rather be James Harden or would I rather be Robert Horry?
Not James Harden. James Harden don't have no rings either. It's like saying, would I rather be Allen Iverson?
James Harden don't have no rings.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Robert Horry got all the rings. James Harden got
Robert
all the
Horry has rings, and James Harden has the money, but he don't have no rings.
Okay. Yeah. No one's gonna remember Robert Horry.
But I think we do remember Robert Horry.
Only because he holds the ring.
How many people have you ever heard anyone in your lifetime say Robert Horry is my favorite player?
Nobody says that, but whenever you have the debate about, who has the most rings, people always bring up, in that case, then Robert Horry should be the greatest player of all time.
But they use it as a diss. They don't use it as a sign of endearment. Like, this nigga had 7 rings. He was balling.
That's what the people that's saying that the rings don't matter. That's what they say. The people that say the rings do matter, they might say, yeah, Robert Horry, he's one of the guys. I don't know.
No one ever has put Robert Horry on any GOAT list.
Ever.
I think this stems from who was going off? Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson was talking. He was pissed off at
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, for saying the same exact thing, saying that he would rather have the money over the rings.
That's the thing. But the two personalities, you can tell. What's his name? Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson. He's more of a I'd rather be famous than rich person.
Yeah, some dudes that ball is life. Them dudes, it's like they're doing it for the love of the game. They can't even understand how somebody would do it just for money.
Yeah, his mental is a little different. I don't think he's all the way there mentally, because I don't even think someone like Jordan would say, give me 54 million and 6 rings.
No, but someone like Jordan wouldn't have to say that.
I understand that, but
if Jordan is the guy getting you those rings, so every year you're gonna have to give him more money. So
that's the thing, winning a ring and for 54 million as a role player is not as much as me being the superstar on my team and winning a ring.
Yeah. That's the only way you can get 7 rings and only make 54 million is if you're just sitting on everybody's bench. Because if you're the guy,
old days the money was different though.
But the old days. But nowadays you can.
Yeah,
I don't know.
nowadays you can ride the bench and make more than 54 million.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess those numbers are different today.
But
But he said it almost like y'all don't have that winning mentality, and you can see why you trade one off the other. It's kind of crazy, you know. There's players that want to play for the bread. This is a talent for them, but they're gonna enjoy themselves.
I think his mindset is a loser's mindset, though.
Who's one's a loser?
Steven Jackson.
Because Steven Jackson said he's a champion. That's his excuse. He's like he don't want to do the whole sport. He want to win. He ain't know that trying to
listen.
If you had a winner's mentality, then you too would also want to make sure you get that chip. But
listen,
to me, that's when he's about the sport over anything. I don't really.
He's about the clout. The word
if you want to call getting a ring clout, but these guys.
It's part
These guys
of
are like
when that's your argument is that I'm a champion, and that's what you're standing on versus $246 million. You want that championship so you can say you're a champion, and the word champion is not worth 246 million.
The word champion is not worth that much, but people in the league know how hard it is to get to that championship. And you can work hard.
No, people know how hard it is to get to that championship. Being a superstar, being the guy on your team. Niggas is not respecting the nigga that's 15th on the roster that played 0 minutes and got a championship ring. Niggas don't know that.
Yeah, but there's nobody playing 0 minutes that's getting 7 rings.
Yeah,
if you're on these championship teams like a Robert Horry, you know who I would relate to Robert Horry right now, like a Jay Crowder. He don't really win rings, but he's that guy that's always on a good team that you're like, this team right here could win a championship, and Jay Crowder is going to help him win.
It's hard to put Robert Horry in this conversation because Robert Horry was big shot Horry, because he actually, when it counted, he made big shots. So Steven Jackson
averaging like 8 points a game or something.
Yeah,
or 8 points for the whole year.
Steven, he won a chip, right?
Steven Jackson, yeah, I think so.
With who?
I think he was with Steve. I forgot who he won with. Not Indiana.
Was he with the Spurs?
Probably with the Spurs.
Yeah.
Was he a key player?
Yeah. He wasn't the guy on that team.
He's not the guy because there's only 4 guys on the team. There's 3 guys on the team, and at one point there's
5. We counting the starters. The starters is what makes you win the chip.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Parker, and David Robinson at one point. Those are like the best players. Everybody else, who are they?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think winning the chip versus the money is not really significant if you're not one of the guys.
I don't know. Because at the same time, I could look at those Spurs championship teams and be like, ain't no way they would have won without a player like Kawhi that one year, or Boris Diaw, or I don't know. They have a bunch of just random different players that make impacts.
Which one you taking, nigga?
Me? I'm taking the money.
You sound like a $54 million nigga right now.
You sound like you want to be champion.
No, I did the money. Maybe if I played basketball my whole life and I was like, man, ball is life, and like the NBA players, they're like top 2% in the whole world. These are the best players in the whole world, best athletes in the whole world.
I say Gilbert Arenas explained it the best. That nigga said, I never seen somebody. I see niggas selling championship rings all the time. I never seen a nigga selling 300 million.
Yeah, never seen it.
So you taking the championship if you want, because the ring ain't worth that much. The word ain't worth that much.
I guess it's one of those things the way you look at it. It's also one of those things like as a boxer who's just fighting for the title, like how we gotten around to the Mayweather boxings, these boxers that they kind of just worry about worry about the money. They're not worried about the sport. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get out as clean, as unhurt as possible versus the actual.
I think that's the point of fighting, though.
In boxing, that's the point, though.
That's
You
the
want
point. But for the sport, for the entertainment aspect of it, for us people that's watching it,
Nigga,
we
fuck
want
y'all
to
niggas
know.
watching it.
I don't know. Mayweather's giving a lot of people title fights, and
He's given a lot of them after their heyday. It's a lot of it
No.
was done in his
he gave them a
favor.
chance. They didn't win.
That's true. A lot of it's done in his favor. So it's kind of like we want to know: are you the best when you win against the best? Was it always the best versus the best at every time? Was it just did you stack it, and as you gain more power, you kept stacking it in your favor as you get more power? As you do lopsided, and was it a warrior versus warrior thing, or was it just semantics? And you got because every time they can always set some things up to where not the best isn't always the best at the time, just depending on circumstances. Depending on crowd work, depending on all that. That's why Mayweather he went from Pretty Boy Floyd. He didn't get enough pizzazz. It wasn't sexy enough he had to become Money Mayweather. He had to become the bad guy.
A nigga like Gilbert Arenas is not worried about no warrior type matchups. He's just trying to cook niggas on the court. That's it. He didn't really play defense like that.
Yeah,
Ain't no
Gilbert
wars.
Arenas played. It's hard to say he didn't play for the chip because that nigga was balling when he did play. And he threw away the money off of some dumb shit. So it's hard to say he didn't play for money because if he was just playing for money,
he was balling offensively when he was there.
I think he was just having a good time.
Yeah,
because you can't really say he was about his money because clearly you try to shoot a nigga over a fucking bet. That's a multi-millionaire.
That's a nigga that's about his money, nigga. I don't know.
That's not shit you do when
if I ever heard.
That's not shit you do when you're trying to win a championship.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not shit you fumble up the major bag over.
He already got the major bag. Once you get the major bag, when most players in the NBA only have one opportunity to get that max contract.
But the way he was balling, you don't think he would have been with his class? He'd have been able to. The way these players are re-upping nowadays, he would have been able to get another.
Did Ja get his max contract yet?
Who?
Ja Morant.
No, not yet. I don't think it's up yet. He's gotten extensions. Maybe a max extension,
these
but
young guys,
as
they're
far
definitely
as
get it. Yeah, these new guys are.
But you have to also understand, Gilbert Arenas got injured.
Yeah,
so there was no more max for him. He was injured.
Slip in there. But even with the TV deals that they're giving in now, if you just stuck around just a little bit longer, if he was balling, what class is Gilbert Arenas? He's before Braun and them, right?
Yeah. Probably slightly before Braun, I think.
Just not even that far. That's why I want to feel like maybe he might have been able to slip up and get one more veterans one. You know what I'm saying?
No. You have to put in injuries and shit like that too. Niggas was balling at once. That's when you get your max contract. After that max contract, niggas don't usually get another max contract.
What kind of checks is Derrick Rose getting now?
He just
veterans minimum.
He's probably veterans minimum.
What did he just sign for?
I don't know. Probably veterans minimum, a couple million for 1 year.
Even after he came back and balled, even as a veteran, you could get out of him. You don't think they're cutting him a nice little decent check? I don't think he's getting the average $2 million a year.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that he can't.
That nigga had one good game in Minnesota. And niggas talking about he was balling out.
He didn't play enough for him to ball. I'm not saying that he can't ball, but
inspirational. And his jersey shells. There's a lot that goes into it. To signing him, he don't need to come back for the little $2 million that they're trying to Mello with.
You talking about like what they try and Russ with right now?
Yeah, they wilding on Russ, but you only get to shake the NBA down, but so much though. Look at Harden.
I understand, but these are former MVPs. These are MVPs we're talking about. These are not just.
But you only get to ring the register, but like Juno said, you can only ring the register but so many times. They're gonna like, come on now, you gotta leave some. You gotta leave some for somebody else. You don't get to keep ringing the clock every time. Even Harden,
unless you're LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron hit him every now and then. He said, like I said, some shit works out into their favor.
You'll never see LeBron on no veterans minimum.
No, he's gonna retire long before that, or unless he wants to set something up where he keeps up some kind of super team where he has some vested interest in. Sure.
I don't think people understand LeBron's era. LeBron's what's name? LeBron. This is his 21st year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The average career is probably like 8 years in the NBA.
Yeah, so if he felt like setting something up like that, taking a paycheck cut to create a super team or something other, I could see him doing it. It's not all about money for him. So this shit is wild. How did we even get on that?
The question
It's
of
the
the week.
question of the week.
Oh yeah. So we going after the money. I think that's already a given. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sports hypnotize us enough. They put that work in for us to think otherwise.
I wonder what KD would say.
KD would have I don't know what he would say.
Because
He like the front, like all he
KD's
cares
like one of
about
those
that.
dudes that's like ball is life.
That's what he says, but he was also
Yeah,
the
but he
highest
also
paid
gets
player in the
money,
NBA at one
money.
point.
He also
He was getting the highest paid. He was the highest paid player at the NBA at one point.
No, I don't
So
think he was.
it's easy for
I don't
him
think
to
he
try
ever
to say
was,
that.
Nate.
Hmm?
I don't think he ever was.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I thought you guys met Kevin Garnett, KG. Sorry, he's also one of those ball is life.
Yeah.
If you switch teams, he's very much so. And I don't fuck with you once you for the team saying very much so. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
he's
this is a
like
fucking
this shit's
sport.
not like this shit's not a business to him.
Yeah,
This
this
shit
is
is
just
like
a business. Yeah, he want to treat
to him.
the
It's not just a business.
But yeah, and I thought that's what he meant. And but even though he was like the highest paid at his peak and made a killing, so it's kind of crazy.
But Steven Jackson's
That's
still
what-
also the nigga that is going to Chicago, checking in with 15-year-olds
You gotta play by the rules.
and putting it on Instagram Live and shit. He's
You
a
know, he
straight
ain't too
clout
big-
guy, bro.
He too big
Yeah,
to
he
check
is.
in.
I mean, he might be a cloud chaser though. Both can be true.
My dog
He was
ain't
at
too big to check in.
that fight, Canelo fight, and I guess some security guard stopped him and was like saying, "Could you mind letting Canelo's family go through?" So he stopped. Him and his family stopped and let all of Canelo's people come through. And he's like, 30 people done came through already, and he's just sitting there for like a good 15 minutes letting all these people go through. And then eventually he stopped. He was like, "Hell no, we're not gonna stand here all day. We just let 30 people through. Y'all might have another 70 people behind y'all. There's no way we're gonna sit here and just let all y'all go through."
You know
So
how
I guess he caused a little scene.
the Mexicans got a lot of family members.
Yeah.
Canelo won that fight, ain't it?
Easily.
Yeah, bro. It was
What I expected.
I expected Canelo to win, but how much shit Chalo was talking, I thought he was gonna at least put up a fight.
Yeah.
That nigga got his ass whooped, bro.
He got his ass whooped clean. But this Canelo is that guy right now. Ain't nobody beating Canelo anytime soon in his weight division, in that weight class.
Yeah, I think he learned so much after fighting Floyd that he became unbeatable.
I seen that old Floyd fight. He looked like a little baby. Floyd was playing around with him during that fight.
Yeah, seasoned fighter. That's why sometimes you got to pick what time you move up. You know what I'm saying? You weren't ready now. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing for sure, Floyd wouldn't go back and fight him. You know what I'm saying? Now the scales are tipped the other way around.
Yeah, but I don't even know if Charlo would ever be ready to fight Canelo.
That was that much of a disappointment.
I don't see. It's like when you watch Fury and Deontay Wilder. It's like it don't matter what I done seen them fight 3 times. It don't matter what Deontay Wilder can do or tries to do. There's no way he can beat Fury. There's no answer for him.
Fury just might be the boxer like that. Like no one really put him down and keep him down. You know, even though as I said, him and the Francis, how do you pronounce that last name?
Ngannou.
Ngannou, yeah. They getting ready to their fight.
Ngannou.
That's just a money grab for both of them because like there's not an MMA fighter that's gonna beat a boxer in a boxing fight, bro.
But Francis Ngannou actually wanted to be a boxer before he went to MMA. He actually was training to become a boxer, and then he came to America.
Go to the MMA because they can't beat boxers.
I don't know if that was the reason. There's also the come up is quicker. In boxing, you could do a lot of shit before you have to blow up. Though in MMA, you need to only be the couple of good knockouts you get put on the map.
When you say the come up, when you say the come up, it's not about the money. Then it's about the notoriety.
Yeah, but you need the notoriety in boxing. Yeah,
Because you
in
can be a
boxing,
pro fight, you can be a pro fighter and have like be 20-0, and then your first televised TV fight is like your 21st fight.
exactly. While in
But
MMA, you have a crazy ass knockout on fight number 1. They like, let's give him a shot. Fight
yeah,
number
you
2
get
or
a
3.
shot, but you don't get the money.
You're not gonna get the money, but that's why I said, that's why if you're a knockout expert like Iago and those guys, that's why they're able to climb the ladder so much. Every time they end their fights in such a fabulous manner, it opens up like 4 or 5 doors. Exactly the fight. If you're a technical fighter and just regularly just winning the cards, you're gonna have a long ride to the top. Pause. But if you're a beast like these guys and put on the show, you start cutting corners. It's quicker. You don't even need the narrative. That's what he was. He's not a shit talker. This motherfucker got to get in that ring and knock your ass out clean, and that's what they pay him good money for. And they try to always find his competition. In boxing, especially in MMA, they try to take your
Man,
head
the
off
boxing
quick.
money compared to the MMA money is on 2 different scales, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
of
rather
course.
take the boxing money any day.
But majority of the time, you're not going to get to the boxing money. Majority of boxers are going to be broke, and they have to break up the purse. They're not going to make most. Just like majority of MMA, but I would say your success rate in MMA is probably higher than your boxing rate.
I don't know what you're talking about. These niggas in MMA be getting 50K, bro.
Yeah, they true, but I'm saying I'm sure there's more niggas that's gonna come up off MMA quicker than they are in boxing. There's probably maybe 10, if even that, great boxers in the world, dog.
I see what you're saying. They're gonna come up quicker, but even at their peak,
They're not
even
making the money.
They're
not
not.
making
They're
the
gonna
money.
burn out. They might make 1, 2, 3 million, and that's it. They're gonna find some other ways to keep their shit flourishing. While boxing, the 10 that go through, them niggas is gonna eat all the way through. That's true, but there's so many boxers that tried it and just did it. It didn't become nothing.
I don't think we're ever gonna see an MMA fighter get $100 million off of one fight.
Nah, not the way. Yeah, especially not the way the sport's set up now. Now, but now that they're allowing them to blend between MMA and all
These
these
top
other stuff,
boxers be getting $100 million off of. I'm guaranteeing you, Canelo, his last fights, he probably made a good $300 million.
but that's new shit though. It hasn't always been like that. That's off these Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya rearrangements and shit like that. Now that everyone wants a piece of the gate, now that everybody's smart, you're saying MMA still got a long way from doing that. And MMA, the top earning guy, they'll allow you to start doing shit like going elsewhere and brand crossing. So you can it's like a 360 deal. So the biggest guys will probably start getting to that point.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? So it will get to that point. And technically speaking, MMA is safer. So maybe you could get in, get out quick, get your bread.
Pause.
I don't know how we ended up even on that. It's a short weekend.
That's
What else are we speaking on?
We got politics. You guys hear about the government shutdown?
I know they was trying for one. What happened with them replacing the speaker of that? I think he wasn't going on. But I know the Republicans love to shut shit down. Was the dude wasn't going on? Dude wasn't.
I don't know. There
going
was like
for
an
it?
emergency meeting to like do a budget shit to get extra spending, but them niggas were out of money. They say they were.
And he approved it, didn't it?
He
So they
said
got his
some
ass up
shit,
on there?
but I wish the government would say we ain't got no money. All this money they giving to fucking Ukraine every fucking week.
We ain't got it.
We got that's it.
The best thing I saw for this shit was if the government's shutting down, why do I have to pay taxes this week?
You're right. At
It
least for
made
this
so
week,
much sense, bro.
tax free.
But
During government shutdowns, we shouldn't have to pay taxes.
I agree, but
They're not working.
What's worse is they have it where even though everyone else don't get paid, the senators and
They still
congressmen,
getting paid.
they still get paid. Them motherfuckers who write the law made the law where this don't include us. That shit's so crazy. Like, can't even blame them. Them motherfuckers stealing right before our eyes.
now if you was a government employee, and I know they said a few industries were not going to be paid.
There's people that work for the senators that aren't getting paid. It's the senators only.
They're going to get it
All
on
their
the back
aides-
end, though. They're going to get
Yeah,
it
but all their
regardless.
aides
But
and all those shit, all those people have to come to work and not get paid while you're still the boss. You're still getting paid. That shit is kind of crazy. And you're the one that set the rules over here. You ain't got no one to blame for it. So that shit is when they have to put everybody on furlough and all that shit. They do this every. I guess it got waived. The Republicans has done this the last 2-3 times. Each time the Democrats was in office for sure.
I'm just gonna blame the Republicans for the Democrats doing dumb shit.
I can't really blame the Democrats. Democrats ain't gonna go for the shutdown. The Democrats usually they'll bluff it. I know for sure they did it. They did it under Obama for sure. We had a shutdown, if not twice.
We just need a new president, bro.
That's what you can agree on. I don't know. Now it's too hard to call who's even going to be, though. It sounds like Biden's still checked out. The system seems like they don't want Trump. Every other day, there's a new indictment, another charge. Just this past week, they said he was brought up or found guilty or being brought up or given advance for they can sue on him falsifying his income, inflating his income. Shit, everybody does when it comes time to get money. You make your shit, you pat your books, make your shit look bigger than it is when it comes time to get a loan, so you get proof for the loan.
Yeah, but I heard he just had a big success in the course where 80% of his charges got dropped.
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe, but there's some overreach. All I know is the system don't want Trump in it, and for good reason too. But they haven't shown us any other better candidates, and the whole thing seems like they're trying to go on without him. But I don't know who the Democrats are going to call in. Yeah, that shit's looking crazy.
Sexy Red says she wants Trump back.
Yeah, and they try to make that big news too this past week. A lot of outlets, Sexy Red, she wants to name some people. What do you expect? Sexy Red, dumb people make dumb decisions. A lot of if you black and you go for anyone but the traditional Democratic ticket, they're gonna say you're a sellout or you're crazy. That's how it goes. But there's plenty of hood motherfuckers. By the hood, traditional is always Democrat, but I go to especially hood motherfuckers. The more ignorant, the more hood. 9 times out of 10, they're saying they Trump. That's like the first time I've seen hood motherfuckers be pro Republican. And that's like not even that. This goes without even like not even. I don't even have to guess if that nigga, especially that nigga's even got a hint of money. Hey, you fucking with us, man? I don't vote, but we need Trump back in office. This nigga probably been had felonies. Everybody that's in the hood, niggas say they're pro-Trump. It's barely anyone I know that was anti-Trump. And people that were anti-Trump, they definitely still not pro Biden now. The shit's not like, yeah, whatever, we need Biden out there. That's what they tell him. So I've never seen a case where there's so much people are unenthusiastic about the sitting president. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't know if he's catching a bum rep. I didn't see we didn't see they throw everything at Obama. Made him seem like he wasn't doing his job. We seen how they throw at Trump. We seen how we were calling George Bush an idiot, all sorts of shit. But they have their base. We had some people you couldn't tell them nothing. They were fucking with George Bush. There's people that was fucking with Obama. There's people that was fucking with Trump. But I really don't know who's fucking with Biden. There's really nobody. There's people that are just saying, nah, whatever it is, we can't have Trump. There's people that are saying there's never Trump. Or whatever it is, we can't go after Republicans. But there's no one I know that's fucking with Biden. It's like we have no other choice.
He's just a placeholder right now.
He's literally just a placeholder. And we're like, bro, what do you have a choice? Anyone but that guy. That's how it is. But no one's like, yeah, we fucking with Joe Biden. It's crazy.
I'm down for another 4 years of Trump, bro.
That's the other thing. People say, like, I'm down for another 4 years. But one thing for sure, people say, well, you can't do what we currently have. But I'll do another. Who knows?
Another 4 of Joe?
Yeah, another 4 of Joe.
I can't go for that.
He just knocked off that 90 bands off of student, 90 billion off of student loans. So we'll see how that works. Shit's slow, so we'll see how that works.
What'd that mean? He took off 90
I don't know.
billion.
They're supposed to cut me a check for the shit I paid off, though. If that comes through, Joe might be all right in my book. he ain't waived shit from me yet, though. So, we got to get shit shaking. So if he gives me that retractor, sends back that good 8-10 bands from the Lincoln University, I might fuck with the boy, Joe. You know what I'm saying? We might be on the same page. If he's knocking out student loans and you just go off and you see $20,000 gone, you ain't rocking with the boy?
Nah.
No. Here's why
not when grocery
$20,000 gone. $20,000 gone isn't the same as him giving you the $20,000.
Yeah.
Not here to cut you the check for the $20,000. Even if he says it's directed for the loans, you probably like, I'll fuck with him because you never got it directly in your hand. That's what he got to do.
It never happened.
It's like in every he gotta send motherfuckers money orders with the money at the institution's name. What's the name? It just people want to find a way to. People really want to find a way to get the money, not even pay the loan.
Nigga, when a fast food number one costs $12, I can't fuck with this nigga, bro.
That shit's crazy.
This shit's
When I be leaving the drive-through for like 2 meals with me and my wife, and that shit hit like $24, I'd be like, how?
For 2
What
people,
did I just get?
That's what I'm like. There's no such thing as fast food anymore. There's no such thing as there's no such thing as cheap food anymore. Yeah, it's just fast food. That's it. That's why you're paying for the speed. And like you might as well have just gone to regular takeout and get you something a bit more healthier though.
And sometimes you probably walk into a restaurant and get your food faster than that McDonald's line.
Yeah, because it's getting crazy. Yep. Shit is the prices. It has
Bro,
crept up on
fast
everything.
food is all fucked up now. It's not cheap no more. Every time you go to a drive-thru, motherfuckers telling you to pull up. They'll bring the food out to you.
Doing the most, though.
Back up. Can you go through the drive-thru and get it? I'm like, everything in America is fucked up under this nigga Biden, bro.
That COVID shutdown fucked a lot of shit up. A lot of jobs used it as once they finally were able to still get money with the bare minimum, they're like, yeah, we're going to rock with the bare minimum.
Yeah,
we were still able to get money with 2 registers open only. Fuck it. Why do you even need to open up the rest?
Yeah, but after I learned how to use that, do that self checkout, I don't even go to regular lines no more.
You had to learn it?
I had to learn it because I never used it. Didn't everybody have to learn it?
No.
Yeah, it was all simple. You just swipe.
Nigga, I watched it when I used to go into the lines. I saw what them niggas was doing. I just did exactly what them niggas was doing. They didn't need to give me a fucking manual.
Nobody gave me a manual. I guess our definitions of learn is different.
You never see those retarded folks working at Publix doing the same thing that you just had to
that's
relearn?
offensive, bro.
Mentally challenged. The mentally challenged kids, even they already know. They watch the people ahead of them.
Yeah, Swerve, you on that learning curve?
No, there's a process. It's not just swiping shit under. First, you got to go in there. The thing you got to do is English or Spanish.
That's
then
true.
it's going to ask you if you want to put in, do you have some type of rewards code or a card or something like that? Then you start swiping shit. Then if you got vegetables, what about you? You got cilantro. You know how to find the cilantro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you know how to do that, but did the retarded kid know? So somebody had to teach him.
He knows the codes. So you gotta look it up. That nigga, he memorize it.
You go to the thing where it says look up. You could look up by name, or you could look up by
you can
whatever.
actually scan the little sticker and it'll pull that up.
Yeah, cilantro has a little sticker, but something like onions or something, or
some of them don't have it. Yeah, you gotta
cucumbers, some stuff that don't have the sticker. You just have to type it in or search it.
Yeah, and there's more SKUs for vegetables than anything else. That shit's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but that's where you save your money at.
Veggies?
Yeah, on the veggies. Red bell pepper.
Nigga, them shits is not cheap no more.
Yeah, all
the red bell pepper? But the green one is cheaper than the red one. So why would I ring in the red one? I'm going to ring in the green one no matter what, every time.
Oh, you just stealing.
Yeah.
He just doing what they told him to do. He just doing his part of the role of the. He didn't decide to work here. They decided to hire him.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't check my resume before they hired me.
That would be a good rebuttal for them complaining about you ringing up the wrong shit. It's like, motherfucker, I don't even work here. Fuck you talking about?
Ain't nobody trained me. I need to get retrained.
Yeah, the economy's fucked up. The government's fucked up. Fucking 2 bags at Publix cost $70. Yeah, shit is crazy, man.
I remember filling up like a whole trunk full of groceries for like $200, like multiple trips. $200 now is probably a couple of bags thrown in the back seat.
Shit is ridiculous, bro. Well, that's what we left with. Y'all elected this nigga Biden.
All right, what else we on?
But we was just speaking about Sexy Red and how she's pro Trump now, and recently she had a supposedly accidental posting of a sex tape on her Instagram story.
Mm.
But what are we thinking? Is it publicity or is it her trying to move the conversation about her saying she's pro Trump? Or do you
I
think
don't think that was the case. This looked like it might have actually been a leaked tape. She's out here saying
Yeah, I think it was just
she was
accident.
not. It was. I don't know if the dude put in the wrong thing. He recorded it.
was it? It was on her story.
Yeah,
think it
so
was,
it's like off her phone. Motherfucker just upload this thing right. You know, shit that get you banned. So it's kind of. I was like, I can see why she wouldn't personally do it unless it
yeah.
was done by accident. A person meant to upload it, save it to her phone or whatever. This motherfucker put it right in her. Not even her personal friends or private friends. That should just went right into her stories.
Because all that shit's in your photos, and you open up your stories, it opens up your photos, and whatever's in your photos, if you accidentally hit something, that shit's getting posted.
Nigga, there's steps to posting
There's
stories.
steps.
You have
There's
to
steps.
confirm
accidentally
that shit
posted
like
something
3
before.
times.
Nah,
Ain't no
There's
fucking
people,
accident.
There's people that actually put they put shit online before. That's the girls I know back in the days that motherfucker just rather upload a picture of them getting off right on back, especially back in the days Facebook. It used to be real different. I should just used to just pull up your whole. It didn't used to ask you which ones you want to accept or added more to the folder. It used to just populate everything.
I promise you. Sometimes I start getting likes on my stories, and I'm like, I didn't even remember posting nothing on my stories, and I look at it and it's just a random ass picture that people are liking. I'm like, I don't even remember posting this, or I didn't.
You don't
post
remember
this.
doing it, but you did it.
I didn't do it. There's no way. This is a random picture. I'm talking about like a random picture, not even a real picture.
Judo sound like the prosecution though. You don't remember doing it, but you did it. That's not matter.
Because, bruh, it's difficult to accidentally post something on social media.
It's probably two accidental swipes. That's all it takes. If you're already inside the app, all you got to do is accidentally hit that plus sign at the bottom and accidentally hit add to reels or something. Probably three accidental hits.
Yeah, I ain't going for it. Bitches is lying. Bitches just she wanted the heat off her about this Trump shit. Ain't no
I
way
didn't
you
even feel like she
accidentally
really had any
posted
heat on her.
fucking bullshit. I have never accidentally posted anything, bro.
Well, that's why they're calling the dude that was with her. The dude was in the video. That's why people thinking that he posted like she was like saying she's hurt. Maybe the nigga meant to send it to himself. You know, hood niggas don't even know
And he went to
technology.
Instagram to send it to himself, right?
But it was off her stories.
Sending it to his on her phone, probably send it to his message. You know, that's how they probably link up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, probably thinking it was one of these send their shit on dark mode, or whatever. You know, those vanish mode. Yeah.
Bullshit.
I can't say, niggas do anything for clout nowadays, so anything's possible. You know, he's like, I'm slaying her right quick, hitting this raw. It's you're seeing completely.
Yeah, I could see him get letting it go.
Yeah,
I don't see her.
That's why she's saying it's not. She has no reason. But like she said,
are these the same women that say fuck niggas, this and that, but this nigga has your phone unlocked?
Yeah, but we know that's game
so
for other women.
We're not holding these bitches to the same standards that they rapping about.
No,
we know that's all bullshit. Yeah,
it's the same bullshit that we be talking about. These niggas not really popping pills and killing niggas like they talking about.
Lies, yeah.
It just sounds good on. It sounds good on tape.
She did have a fire new song though. It's her featuring someone featuring when she like I pulled a him on him, some shit like that. All the degeneracy shit, you know, they out here keeping the ratchets influenced.
I love it.
Yeah, they need their music. There's something for everybody.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, ski.
When you hear that,
ski.
I wonder if the West names had an issue with that. The AKAs.
Oh, they probably love that shit.
Yeah,
that's probably their new anthem.
You can get mad when you don't actually brand some shit and motherfuckers just go to what's naming it and your shit's popping. No, you can do not like it.
Oh,
they got mad at Boosie. Remember they got mad at Boosie for wearing the blue thing at first. They're like, how you gonna get mad at all y'all niggas? Y'all come out to my shit. Yeah. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all got no branding.
He was wearing
What?
their paraphernalia. It's different.
He was wearing the paraphernalia.
She
Y'all
bought
come
the
out
shit
to
at
this music
Walmart.
every week, though.
If they selling the shit at Walmart, I can wear it. If they selling Sigma shit at Walmart and I buy it, you gonna check me for wearing some shit I copped from Walmart?
Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna rip it off your back, nigga. Buck
No, that
shots,
don't make
nigga.
no damn sense. Why your
Doesn't
problem
make
with
no
me?
damn
You didn't
sense.
take it out.
You got to take it up with Walmart.
My bad. Yeah, take it out the.
It'd never
They weren't
get
selling y'all
authorized
shit.
to be sold at Walmart though. That's the thing.
Someone authorized it.
There's licensing and shit behind that. Walmart wouldn't put themselves up for that lawsuit.
That's what I'm saying. But someone licensed it and they were cool with it, right?
It wasn't. The nigga didn't get the shit for Walmart, nigga. I keep bringing this
Amazon,
shit up,
wherever.
bro.
But we know for sure they do have it at Walmart's.
You
They
can
don't
order
have
the
them
shit on
everywhere.
Amazon and
If
shit.
you can, but if you go to that neighborhood, if you go to
There
that,
is no Walmart that has that shit in the store, Nate.
I be seeing shit like that at Walmart.
No, you
Like
do
you're in
not.
a college
Like the
town.
varsity jackets.
Yeah,
like
if you're in a
Letterman jackets.
Yeah, but it
varsity
doesn't
guards,
have
that's big
it
money.
doesn't have the letters in that specific order. It doesn't have the letters on it at all.
Oh, it has the blue and all that stuff. It makes it very close. You're saying?
No, nigga, it's specific. That he had on the Kappa Alpha Psi shirt. Walmart is not gonna sell something that says Kappa Alpha Psi and
Oh,
masses.
that okay.
Because why would Walmart sell that when only like 1/2 of 1% of the population belongs to that organization? Not even that high.
Well, why do they sell Florida Gator shit when not even 1% of the nation goes to that school?
Yeah,
Well,
but
I can go buy some
national,
Florida
yeah.
Gator shit right now from Walmart.
yeah, but you only gonna find Florida Gator shit at Walmart at certain locations and certain WalMarts. Like I go
Yeah,
to
that's what-
I
that's
go
what
to
I
my
meant.
Walmart right here. There's
That's
not
what I
gonna be
meant. I
no
thought-
Florida Gator shit. There might be some UCF shit. Or
Exactly.
some,
That's what I meant. I meant like locally wise, like local WalMarts might have some local Sigma stuff near local.
No, they're not because it's not
They're not gonna
local.
have it there. Okay, that's what I meant. I meant like not local. I meant like near a college town. You know, like near the college town. There's a.
No, it doesn't happen.
Okay, I thought it'd be like that for the university. 'Cause I know for sure you see with the university's paraphernalia.
Yeah, that's different. You're not gonna see UCF shit in Oklahoma.
You might see some Alabama shit anywhere.
Yeah, those
Ohio
teams
State.
that have huge bandwagons. You're gonna see them shits. Ohio State, the
Dallas Cowboys, you see that shit everywhere.
Cowboys. You might see. You won't even see Oregon in fucking Florida.
Nah.
Certain teams you won't see other than that location at a Walmart. How we get onto this shit? Okay, Boosie and but yeah, how the fuck did we get onto that?
That's one of my favorite questions of the podcast.
What? How did we get
How
onto
the fuck
that?
did we get on this?
Pause.
And then trying to figure out how the hell did we trying to backtrack? How the hell did we get to this?
It's usually Nate saying some dumb shit and we just go on a tangent.
No, we were speaking on Sexy Red's tape, and
Oh, okay. I know how we got to that. Y'all was talking about her song the Ski Week, and I asked if AKs were mad about that.
Oh, okay. See, it was you asking some dumb shit.
that's all it is.
No, that's a what's name. Them AKs usually tripping when anybody uses stuff that they what's name because those tripping on Insecure having their shit in their show.
You can give them nothing but
Oh,
good branding.
When they had Amanda Seals as one of the members on the show, they made a big deal about that shit. What else we got in hip hop? Any more ratchet shit?
We have nothing ratchet. We got Wayne dropped the what is it? He dropped like a little EP. Did y'all check that out? I heard the single, "Don't Cool and Dre." It's actually on point. You know, it's good to see Wayne back at it.
I saw it today while I was driving around, and I did listen to a couple of tracks.
The Fix Before the Six is the name of the EP.
Yeah,
The
I
track
did
I heard
see.
that was
I did
dope.
listen to some of it, but
Yeah, To the Bank was dope.
How many tracks?
I'm
10.
not sure, bro. It's hard for me to even fucking listen to hip hop anymore, bro.
Not me.
Yeah, because you still think
There's
you a rapper.
levels.
Yeah, but
There's
Lil
levels.
Wayne.
No, there's levels because I could see where you be at. Because especially if you find like a new genre of music like Afro beats, like it's hard to not. Especially now you got a whole genre, well, the whole artists that you never knew about, and they should been and they got a lot of work already. You really could just go off on that route and never look back again. With Afro beats and really just never look back.
You can say the same thing about like drill music though. If you've never listened to drill music, it's not the same as regular rap. It's like bringing crunk music back.
Drill's a bit more. There's varies because there's different kinds of drill. There's like Brooklyn drill, which is a certain cadence of which you rap on any beat. It don't matter if it's a pop song, it's the pattern of which you rap that. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't know the
I like
difference
that
between
UK
drill
drill.
music and hip hop.
Well, drill music is hip hop, but it's very a lot of it is done by actual facts. I mean, it's it's very disrespectful and it's a lot of violence based. It's about killing the competition, and sometimes the actual killer is doing that, dropping the verse and insulting their dead. You know what I'm saying? It's violent music.
It's great.
That's not all hip hop. Hip hop's not all encompassing of that. Drill music is an anthem for violence, though. It's drama music, though. It's music like military would have their own music. Before you go do an operation where you run down on something, you do something violent. This is the music for it. This is music for a drill, dog.
Nigga, they've been attributing hip hop to that for the longest. Nigga, Eminem was violent music.
You already know this is
taking it up a notch.
This is definitely taking up a notch because the Killers back then didn't make the songs.
Yeah.
You know,
and when you had crunk music and they were talking about, fighting in the club and stuff, that was just, fist violence. They're talking about like
you talking about some of the biggest artists in drill got like 3 bodies before he got killed by gun violence. Shit is it's different. It's different on this. These niggas rapping about niggas that's doing 100 years that was just in their group that's only a year older than them that just got on the Rico charts a year earlier or they just beat it. It's definitely different than drill. This is so it's very unorthodox. It has lots of, and this is the first time you see rappers not messing with rappers based on who they're cool with, or even if they're doing features with, they acting like they inherit the person's whole beef, even though they had nothing to do with it. But shit can turn left at any time, and either you get killed by the person or the person's entourage. Shit could get crazy.
I think if I discovered Afro beats 20 years earlier, what did I put that? No, I'll say 25 years earlier, I'd have a completely different life, bro.
Think so?
Yeah, bro.
Probably.
It's very refreshing.
Nigga wouldn't have been out there pushing cococaine from fucking Jeezy and shit. Jeezy and them niggas ruined my fucking life.
That was ruined because of hip hop.
It has its good and its bad. I'm not gonna lie to slander hip hop like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you about my life, nigga, and what hip hop and the destruction that hip hop has caused in my life.
They could tell you all the negative he did when he was younger. He could find a hip hop album that could narrate that whole section of his life.
There's bad in hip hop for sure. There's good too, though. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is phenomenal, but we do highlight a lot of the bad, but there's plenty of good there.
What good did you take from hip hop that you used in your regular life when you were younger? I know the bad. Show me the good. Tell me the good.
It could be the good, like as far as it just depends. You might use it as a pump up before a basketball game. You put on some good.
Nigga, you didn't play basketball.
I balled out some. You know what I'm saying? I was a good point guard. I handed off a couple.
This nigga talking about he was a point guard. Nigga can't even dribble
I was
left.
responsible for a lot of great assists. Though. A lot of points went on there because of your boy. Though.
I guess
my assist record was always nice. Though.
Nigga, you was a
helpful team.
You was a role player, a pick setter,
a swing man. They pass Nate the ball. Make sure you pass it right back. Back, Nate. Right back.
They didn't even pass Nate the ball. Nate was the pick setter, bro. They told that nigga set the pick.
Backs, though. I do remember when I did get the ball. I did get a lot of right back. I did get a lot. I did get a lot of right backs, though.
That's how you get them assists. They give you the ball right back.
And they shot it. Yeah, that's it. You get a lot of right backs, dog. Like Pastor Trust said, I knew my position, but the coach would let me in, dog. So I said, fuck it with the selling dope with friends. You see, you need motivation like that sometimes when you ain't scoring the points and you ain't being put in the game. You need a Pastor Troy to be like, you know what? Fuck it. There's other outlets sometimes. It necessarily had to be dope. Hip hop has its purpose,
I'm not saying hip hop doesn't have its purpose, but its purpose for me was all negative.
And somewhat.
Niggas was out listening to fucking Ply saying, fuck the judge, tell that nigga give me 100 years.
100 years.
Living on that shit.
Tell that nigga you 30, round that shit up, nigga, the whole thing, I'm a real nigga. This was a fucking problem, dog. So
shit
yeah, some people made violent music. I remember hearing Bootsy back then, and you're like, yeah, I mean, tell me niggas ain't getting killed over this over the weekends. Nah, this is shit. They're like, all right.
A lot of niggas died behind this shit, cause bro,
I know a lot of niggas died behind this type of music. This is the perfect music for it.
Niggas would listen. This quick story. This is a time I stopped going out with a certain group of friends, bro. When niggas told me their intentions was, by the end of the night, they gonna knock somebody out.
Mm.
Yeah,
I remember those times.
I'm thinking we going to the club to have fun, bro. Niggas talking about they going to intentionally fight somebody by the end of the night. Since then, I haven't stepped foot anywhere with them niggas, bro.
Not somebody
we were like
they know.
Teenagers then. Let's not get that. Make your story make sense, niggas. We were like teenagers then, though.
Yeah, nigga, and that's when they told me this when they were teenagers, and I said, you know, I ain't going nowhere with this nigga ever again.
That's the shit people were on.
The niggas still on that same shit now?
I don't know. I haven't talked to TY in a long time. But that's who told me that shit, bro.
Niggas mellow out with age when shit gets hot.
That nigga told me by the end of the night, he has to figure out how we gonna get into some conflict.
How we gonna knock somebody out?
They say who's gonna get the trophy tonight, and the trophy is who got the most knockouts. Who's gonna get the trophy tonight?
The trophy is taking a piece of material from somebody, like a hat.
They used to also ask, who's gonna have the most knockouts tonight, or who had the best one, almost like it was a UCF thing. When you are young and violent and unparented, I'm saying
That's the thing, though. I was raised by two parents.
But you were let loose. You were raised at home, but after a while, just come back when the lights out. That's a lot of raising we're done in our era.
Bro. The niggas that were intentionally going out to fight people at the club, those niggas was raised by single women, single mothers, bro.
Some.
Your environment's gonna dictate most of your personality and how your outcome. It's not gonna be your parents or who's raising you inside the house. It's your surroundings. The kids you go to school.
The Yanks were definitely more badder than the black kids, the Islander black kids growing up. But by the time middle school and high school rolled around, they were both, I'd say, equally as evil or just as bad.
That's because the Haitian kids, we had that fear.
Yeah,
no, it's because the Haitian kids had two parents at home.
But after a while, that didn't protect them because the Haitian kids became just as bad by the time they were 16.
They lost the fear.
They lost the fear.
No, those were the niggas that didn't have fathers, bro.
Nah, because eventually the niggas lose their fear because like a bunch of dudes like, hey, they can't grow their hair, right? And eventually one day they just be like, fuck it, I'm growing my hair. Yeah, they're not gonna tell me nothing.
Well, Haitians, they're so.
Why y'all not fucked up?
Authoritarian.
You guys are saying this.
We know we're the outliers, though. It's not like why we're not.
No, you're not the outliers. You're not the outliers. You're not the outliers. You guys are sitting up here as men that was raised by two parents.
Yeah, but we have people men that were raised by two parents that are dead and in jail right now.
Who?
Exactly.
That are same age.
Who?
Plenty of our friends that are dead or in jail came from two-parent households.
No, that's not true. Name them.
I'm telling you.
Only person I know is Bearman. That's the only one.
Let me see. Mark didn't have one saying Obed. Two-parent. I'm telling you, half. That's half.
Two. That's two out of the 400 niggas we know, bro.
Most of them were single-parent household. This is true. but a lot of them, plenty could have been two parent.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, a lot of these vagabonds we knew when we was in school, a lot of them had dads in the house.
No, they didn't, bro.
A
Name
lot of
them.
them don't though.
Laugh. You remember Laugh? LAF, both of them. Stealing ass Steve.
Selling ass Steve did it. Yeah, that's true. Fritz is another one.
Lying ass Fritz.
But
these
those
niggas
guys
were
were just
cool.
liars.
Nah, them niggas was stealers too. Them niggas
Okay,
was
those niggas was
These
not.
people that are violent.
Those niggas was not violent and out of control. Niggas was lying and stealing. They were stealing, but they wasn't. It wasn't like they was jacking niggas. Pause. They wasn't robbing niggas. Like, nigga, you see this pistol? Give me everything you fucking got. They weren't that.
What about the Thomases?
The homies I know that did started robbing and stealing, they didn't have a dad too. You're right.
Who's the Thomases?
Jesse and his older brother, Jesse Thomas and
Single
what's his
mother.
brother name.
Single mother.
Yeah, their pops got deported years ago.
Single mother.
Okay.
The dad that's there's a stepdad.
Anybody you name me, bro, I'm gonna let you know. I know their arrangements of how they grew up. I'm telling you, the reckless kids came out of single parent households.
This happened a lot of it, yeah.
And it was usually, you know, that most niggas don't come out of single father households. It's single mother households. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate, but that's just what the statistics show, and that's just what life has shown us.
I don't know how we made this a way for you to shit on the single mothers out here, but
because these bitches ain't.
Juno's gonna find a way.
You'll find a way if there's a way.
Juno gonna find a way. If there's a way to shit on some women, Juno gonna find a way.
Not women. Single
women?
mothers.
Single mothers.
It just doesn't produce. It doesn't produce good for society. Statistics show that out of not just black, not just white, Hispanic, it's everywhere. Single mothers produces majority of the criminals. And
how do we lower the amount of single mothers? Is that something that the mothers have to fix, or is that something we have to fix?
Who's we? I didn't contribute to it.
I'm talking about men that have kids, but they're not with the mothers of those kids.
I would blame it a lot. I would say it's the men, and I would say it has to be. I'm gonna blame majority of it on the women, but I'll give some blame to the men as well, because most of the times when it's a single mother, it's not like she had one baby daddy. Do you understand what I mean? So you're a single mother and you have another kid and you're still a single mother. So that's the person I would blame versus blaming.
You're saying so after being a single mother the first time, the next time she better make it work.
Yeah.
Ain't no not making it work 2 times in a row.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you.
But there's
Fool
a
me
lot
twice.
of bullshit that
Can't get
there's a lot
fooled
of
again.
bullshit that go against them. You say, because a lot of women could become single mothers just because you were rocking early and you're a hot girl early, or you're just out there early. You know, it's one mistake, which is why there's so many single mothers. It might be one mistake. They don't let that hold them back. They learn, fix up, and they go about their way. So this automatic people trying to cut them down and saying, nah, I ain't fuck with no single mothers or anything like that. I can't say that's totally good, because single mothers, a lot of them did strike out early. They might have fucked up, but a lot of them probably fixed it up already. They're matured. They didn't claim it early. I'm gonna say single mothers are half the good women out there. When they say there's good women left, half of the good women are single mothers.
I'm not against single mothers. I'm against fatherless children.
All y'all niggas is y'all up here talking shit.
I'm not saying I'm pro or anti single mother. I'm just saying
niggas out here
half the good women
bullshitting.
are the single mothers. Now, I'm not here trying to advocate and saying promote more of it, like how they overdoing it. But there's plenty that that was just their first.
Everybody on this had a chance to date a single mother and wife of a single mother. No one has.
That doesn't mean anything.
You had an opportunity. A single mother?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You never met a single mother in your life, Swerve?
You talking about before I got with my wife?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you could have went out there and found a single mother.
You talking about actively looking for a single mother?
Yeah.
Come on, who do you think I am?
I'm gonna do that, yeah. I'm gonna pull
Who's
that
I think I am?
So you look down on it.
I'm not saying I'm gonna. It's preferences. Just like a woman might say, "Oh, I don't date a man with kids." That's just her preference. I wouldn't look. I'm not gonna actively look. What would I gain from that? Actively looking for a woman with kids. I think if somebody's looking for a woman and she just happened to have, because I know there's dudes that'll see a girl start talking to her and then she tells them that she got kids, and that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker. For me, it's a deal breaker.
But most men say that it's not really a deal breaker. Most men just talk shit. Most men, had they been about their word, that would have actually been a deal breaker. From some women, the guy has a kid, they're like, I ain't fuck with him. He's got kids over. But guys, if she look bad enough, it's just a kid's just a concern, a temporary concern. Like, yeah.
But are you? But is that guy wifing this woman?
No, he's fucking.
If she's bad enough.
I don't think so.
If she's bad enough,
take on somebody else's kids just because she looks good.
Take it on at first. No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
If y'all get married, if y'all get married,
if you wifing her up, Nate, you are taking on that responsibility.
You saw the Instagram post where the dad's telling the wife that she needs to get a new job because she needs to get a job because he's done helping her with her kid, this, that, and third. He thought at first he would sign up for it, but it's all these extra stuff
and they're married.
I'm like, damn, that's kind of thorough. She's like, yeah, but it's my kid's a problem. You know, it's like, how would you get this one? Like, yeah, you're like, I thought it was one thing. You know what? You need to go to get a second job. Then you know what I'm saying. I
don't know if that's how it works. I think if you're marrying,
that's kind of.
If you're marrying a woman with kids, then you're marrying the kids.
But people are saying, oh, she needs to go in and get a divorce, and she keep going. Like, if he actually loved her, and this is actually just becoming a financial thing to him, it's too much. He didn't got it.
She need to go get another job.
I can't go for that.
Does he need to get another job, or he tell her, "Oh, we're gonna cut back"? I can't just only do.
Yeah, you could say either one. You could say either cut back. We're gonna cut back, or I'll get another job, whichever. But you're not gonna say I'm not taking care of this. This kid is no longer my responsibility.
I take care of our kid together. Like you might as well say we're not together no more then, because you're making me choose.
My advice for single mothers is go find you a stud, bro.
Out here speaking crazy.
Go find you a stud, bro. Crazy. These studs will take single mothers left and right.
And they whoop their asses left and right. Chill out, man.
You come with kids, you might deserve a little ass whooping. Just a little bit, bro.
Listen, there's a
Would any of you guys date a single mother if you didn't have any kids?
I wouldn't be against it. I'm not against no single. I mean, just you talking about would it be serious? That's the whole thing. That's not a.
I'm not saying if you would fuck her, bro. I'm saying would you take a single mother seriously if you didn't have no kids? And what's your logic behind it?
I think if her kids were younger, I think it's probably easier if the kids are younger. If I'm actually serious about being with her and the kids are younger, then probably. But if I meet her and then her kids are 15, 16 years old, then I don't know about that.
And it's hard to say no because I'm telling you, single moms are like probably when it comes to like good women, people that actually got sense, probably some of the smartest ones out here. There's the bad ones that get all the rub, that get all the same. There's plenty of people that got their one off and they done matured and moved with, I'm saying, no drama, just living their life.
If they were really mature, they would have. Let me not say that, but I feel like a lot of times that there are these single mothers is because they're not mature enough to make the situation work, or they're not trying to make it work.
That point. I'm talking about the ones that it's already past that point. Now I can't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? They either ran buddy off and you know what I'm saying, buddy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. It's not passable. Now they mature and they just handle business, handle their kids, and you know what I'm saying, they probably don't have time to do the whole courtship because they busy being full-time mom. You know what I'm saying, every now and then.
Only way I'm dating a single mother is if her kid's dad is dead.
Yeah, you know that like you know exactly like that duel's gonna come last minute, so he's gonna pull up on you. And I don't think it's an issue
because you can't get rid of the man.
Yeah, that's why.
Say she got a daughter that's 8 years old. He's not gonna be. He's gonna be in this kid's life for at least
but you guys are acting like the cases of deadbeat dads ain't that hard to find. So there's the chances are you're gonna if you have not
Yeah, that
having to worry
nigga's
about it,
deadbeat when he
you're gonna
wanna
call it
be.
not have to worry about a guy more
Yeah.
so than you would have
He's
to worry about
deadbeat
it.
when he want to be. When he want that monkey, he ain't a deadbeat.
You ain't gonna be no more when you come back in the picture. Yeah, it's complications, but it's not. It's not the end of the world. Speaking of, like you're saying the deadbeat, y'all seen this past week? That thing got all the rub. You seen the lawyer? What's her name?
Ebony K.
Ebony K. Taking a page right out of Kevin Samuels' books, telling these women that as they also pursued a degree, they need to try to secure a wedding ring because these black men, they only as they get older, they only their value only increases while ours seem to diminish the other way around. They ain't like none of that shit you're saying because this is her just not even maybe a couple months back when she wouldn't even date the bus driver. I'm saying when she took that stand. You know, reality comes at you quick though, and your embryos are frozen.
When that 40 hits you.
When that 40 hits you and embryos are frozen and you still ain't thaw them out and you were talking about you don't have a kid by yourself and all that career shit, man, that shit comes crashing, boy. It's crazy. I seen her. I seen Tasha K. I'm seeing a couple of prominent people that interviewed Kevin even when he was here or spoke against him when he was here, now using the same talking points. This shit is wild.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing, man. When there's a saint out here giving these women advice, they call him gay.
Sassy and all that other shit.
Exactly.
Now
they're saying the exact same shit that he was telling them.
Yeah, now the same people that are leading them. Ebony K was saying the same thing. Women, get your standards. You know what I'm saying? I feel the main part that they all always make sure they argue back. They're like, I'm not saying that your value is actually based off of man. That sexual market, that's not your value. But we're just saying, you got to be realistic. They like to always want to reinforce that that's not your value. You know, even though we're like, the market is the market. We don't get to set the rules. But they don't even want to hear that. They still want to do the prop up, give you the make believe confidence that you need to go out there and not quit. Get out there and get it, and just be a little bit realistic. That's what they're telling them. My guys, it's the nigga, you fat, you ugly, this, that, and third. Do what you got to do so you're not that, and then get back in with these bitches. The guys is blatant truth, no way around it. These women, they still need that. Still need to be sugar coated. Still need to be. You know what I'm saying, give them a little bit of illusion, sell them a little bit of a dream. Then tell them how it is. And some people are saying, well, they're like, some of these women, they're like, women. Well, some of them are talking about women. What you guys got to do now? Don't let these black guys that slow you down. Start dating outside your circle if you need be. It's all crazy information. I feel there is a cultural war that's happening. CIA is probably deep invested in keeping the black men and women separated. It doesn't help Juno come out here and degrade the single ones every damn time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't degrade single women. I degrade combative.
So we need to see. I don't know if there's going to be unity. Maybe the future would be the person that's preaching. The person that's preaching. What is it? Polygamy. The niggas that's trying to. Those guys, if they're going around picking up single moms, then that can kind of help the community.
I really hate this whole gender war thing that's happening, and I feel like every time
part of it's needed. You can't say it's not happening because it's been happening. Before there was a gender war, you still have you're gonna have the pro-black messaging. Then you're gonna have the women's rights messaging. Then there's the blended black women, pro-black women, and that sense and stuff. And because they're the most downtrodden group of the women establishment, they're gonna get. In order to get anything done, you're gonna roll out the rank that gets the most coverage. So they're gonna be.
I don't know. Maybe when I say gender war, I mean I don't like the bashing of the black man, bashing the black woman, and the black woman bashing the black man. I don't really care about the other
black man been getting bashed his whole life. I don't like.
Yeah, but I don't like it coming from our own women.
That shit been happening.
I don't like it. I don't
my
like
whole
it.
life. I never knew a point where black men weren't getting bashed.
Till this day.
To this day. So that's not even.
But now
offensive.
I feel like it's like it's an open narrative that even now the women that weren't bashing, now they're just like, okay, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna jump on board. It's us versus them, huh?
It's not us versus them. I don't like our women being bashed. That's for damn sure. And some niggas take too much pride in bashing our women. And that's kind of crazy. But some guys hate women, so you're gonna have that to go with it. But
Some women hate men, which I think is crazy. I think it's crazy when, especially if a black, well, I don't know. I just don't like the fact that black women are not liking black men. You hear like these smear campaigns going on, like interviewing like Caribbean women. Oh, which island man would you not date? And it's always the Jamaicans or the Haitians.
Oh,
always
you already
number
know
one.
they're gonna say that. But they not. They say because they say those are the cheater ones and all that. But there's you talking about the all sorts of blacks. So you talking about blacks from the diaspora, all that stuff. But the gender war that specifically is, I'd say, just like a Black American thing.
No, it's happening in the white community as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's as big. Even if it is, they have so much other culture shit to cover, like Taylor Swift and other shit. You know, ours, it seems like we only got 2-3 things to cover every week. You know what I'm saying? We covering 50-50. We covering girls, women want to cheat or can't get married. What is it? There's only like 4 or 5 things that the black community covers.
The things that black men do that are considered sassy.
Yeah. How we're the most toxic things. There's only but
the pay gap, the what wage you're allowed to date and not date. It's a lot going on.
All right. Speaking of all the bullshit I was just talking about, your girl Brittany Renner reveals that her body count is at 35 on Club Shay Shay, and that kind of sparked the internet a little bit. Do we know her age?
Find out right now.
Yeah, look it up.
I know she has to be like under 32.
$31.
31.
She was born February 26, 1992.
February what?
February 26, 1992.
Okay. So is body... That's been a topic that's been streaming around the manosphere and all this other shit. Is body count a
deal breaker?
Deal breaker.
Maybe when you're younger, when you get older, I don't think people even ask it at our age. You can even ask someone their body count?
No.
You talking about today? In today's time?
When you're an adult, when
our
you're
age,
35 some years old, who the fuck you going to ask? I don't think people are still asking their body counts. And are you actually expecting an honest answer back when you do ask one?
Yeah, but I think when you ask somebody, even though you're not expecting an honest answer, you kind of get a gauge because you could always add a few.
Did you guys ask y'all wives her body count?
Never asked, never will.
I was in high school, so, of course, we probably had to know our counts back then, but when you've been dating as long as we've been dating, the body count's looking dismal compared to the common crowd. And that's why, like, when people are saying her number, I like, damn, that could be seen as a crazy, wild number. But some of these girls I know that's the reason they got
triple digits.
There's some are probably in the triple. Listen, like I thought when she was at 35, I knew niggas that had a great years and niggas were putting up 20 bodies a year.
We're not talking about dudes.
So then we're talking about dudes. So that was a great guy. Like that nigga had a prolific year for a guy. So imagine a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a woman could get 35, could get 30 in a year.
LeBron anytime she wants to. Anytime she wants to. So if I don't want to call her a hoe, at the very least, the only thing that slows up is if a nigga wipes her down and ties down. That kind of fucks with your count because you've been tied down for a bit.
If she wants to get her numbers up, she's gonna get her numbers up. Niggas don't turn down. Single niggas is not turning down sex.
If the longer she's on this new wave, where
married niggas ain't turning down sex. Men in general are not turning down sex.
Stay on topic, sir.
Yeah, but if she's on this new wave with the single shit, I'm just dating. I ain't find nobody yet, but I'm just having fun. Them numbers could crack fairly quick because you might have a rotation every 3 months. Let's say 2 times a year. You rock with somebody 6 months, and you've been on this pattern for 10 years, and that's light. 10 years later, let's say you've been doing this little notion from 15 to 31. You know what I'm saying?
15 to 31. So that's say 15 to 30. It's 15 years.
15 years and 2
and how many bodies you saying per year?
2 a year. And that's a light. And that's most people.
That only brings you up to 30, though.
That only brings up to 30. That's what I'm saying. That's light. That's if you have someone you're rocking with 6 months. And most people, that's considered long term. Most people mess with people 6 months at a time. You might have one or two that you have on the rotation. You might get a 3 month or 3 month or so. Let's say if you do it, some years you're 3 years, and some years you might have that what they call it their whole season, when they might have caught a 6 that year. Went for some crazy number.
Yeah, that's how she got to the 35. So if she started at 15 and she got 2 a year, and every a couple of those years she got 6 or 4 or whatever, she could easily get to 35 like that.
But also in that conversation, she admitted to fucking 3 niggas in a 24-hour period.
Yeah, she was wild, and that's what I'm telling you. When you go on your season, you can make up these numbers. You're like, damn, these rookie numbers, I gotta pump them up. They could really go and scoot them up.
A lot of women say body count doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything, but they don't want to tell you their body count.
Yeah, it matters. It matters. They can't decide it matters because it matters to us.
They know it matters, but they'll say it doesn't matter.
To us. Yeah, you can't tell us about it. It matters to us.
And they don't know what number matters to us. So that's why they try to come up with a fake number or lower the number. So Brittany said 35, so her number is probably
76.
Yeah,
because they say typically when a woman gives you her body count, times it by 3
or add 3.
That's what J. Cole said, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at about 100 and what, 45? Is that the math? That math right?
There's some that pull up those numbers. Let her do a little 15. Bit risque job, like
15.
Let her do a halfway risque job, like a stripper.
105.
You getting those numbers up?
105.
Definitely.
Is she a bartender?
This nigga just throw it out random. If she a nurse,
random occupations.
There's some professions that you get in thrown so much that you can only block by so many shots.
If you're a cashier,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Cashier, yeah, dude's coming up to you every 5 minutes. You getting a dude walk up to you.
You can only swap by so many. The numbers just say is gonna look crazy.
So do you think 35 for a 32-year-old is bad?
35 for a 32-year-old for an average 32-year-old is bad, but she's not. This is a celebrity. She's known for. She's famous for being.
It's only bad because she's not wifed up right now. So then there's the numbers.
But she's famous for how many kids she got?
1.
From a famous person though, from an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's her profession. Like this is what she.
I mean, she could definitely get wifed up. She's fine as shit, so it's not like if she wanted to, she could still get wifed up.
I guess I don't know who's doing it though. The way she's talking.
Niggas is dumb.
She could get wifed up, but she's not getting wifed up by the person that she wants to wife her up.
That's the key, exactly. You're not gonna nigga that you want ain't gonna want you anymore. But
you can find
but does a sucker board every day though.
Walgreens wife you up, but
she don't
still
want get that. A millionaire. She can still get it out. That nigga don't think from them photos Shay wasn't really no risk at all a little bit. She told them nigga took a straight shot.
That nigga said it's about to be 36.
It's about to be 36. So, don't believe she can still put it. She can still go. And these old timers, they game ain't their game's not built for the younger software. She could trick an old nigga out his money still.
Niggas don't have no problem tricking, bro. Tricking's not a problem.
It's not a trick. I'm talking about she could still fully get wifed up. There's some women that they done fucked up. The streets ain't fucking one of them. I mean, if you're a celebrity, that adds another gem to your song. You're still wanted by a lot of people.
She has a baby with PJ Washington that plays for Charlotte. And PJ Washington is 25 years old.
Yeah, she did it younger. Like her imagination guy, I gotta tell you, you have to be realistic. She don't have to be realistic. She can still bag someone she wants because of her status. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be harder, but she has that.
What's her status though? What is she?
She's a soft celebrity that's
she's an influencer, bro. Social media influencer.
That's very open sexually. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas like, oh, man, she wild. Other niggas like, shit, that's my turn. That's all they want to hear. So so that's all they want to hear. So you got to imagine when Coach Prime brought her all the way to the college a couple years back, just to tell the players to teach them a lesson on what not to do. Yeah, to not what not to do. Don't let gold diggers lead you astray. And she was over here helping them out in classes and shit. Shit was crazy. A lot of
recruiting. People was calling her a predator.
But a lot of the shit she's doing, when there's like another Me Too wave, a lot of these niggas that are interviewing, they're gonna throw right under the bus for being the creepy guy that interviewed her and actually had the nerves to ask her these questions. I'm like, man, you gotta let this girl rock, though. You gotta let it be another woman ask her some of this dumb shit because they're gonna paint you in a strange light come years later. Watch it be. When they're gonna say, why is it any of his business for asking her that? And I'm sure she's the one that disclosed that he didn't even ask it.
I don't think he asked her. I think she was just like, my body count is only 35. He didn't ask her. He didn't like ask her, what's your body count? She was the one that put out that information because I guess they was talking about her persona and her image. Mm-hmm. She was like, people saying I'm a hoe and shit, but my body count's only 35.
Yeah, it's crazy. I seen one the other day with Dre was out here when she was back there talking about years later when she said she felt like your wholeness could be deleted. Remember she said that years ago?
How it get deleted?
I guess she just feels like after years of being inactive, like an inactive player, like your shit resets.
Oh, you re-up the reset button?
Like your wholeness could be deleted. I guess you can outgrow it. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, I guess. And she's like, yeah, I absolutely feel like, years later you don't see her around anymore, but rules don't apply when you're pretty anyway. So Dre definitely, he was saying motherfuckers gonna look the other way. What else we have, anyways? It's a hell of a short week.
I guess out of Las Vegas finally made an arrest on Tupac's murder after about 27 years. They locked up Keefe D.
After like 25
even though this nigga's
interviews,
been on a world tour talking about how he was there when
Tupac died.
When Tupac died and how he was in the car next to the people shooting at him and how they planned on killing him.
He's been talking about this.
He's been talking about this. This is like old news. And the police department is just getting onto the shit.
Because they finally watched the documentary on Netflix. That's why.
Is that what it is? I mean,
what it is.
The nigga had like he
wrote a book.
Immunity deal. He wrote a book. You see, he
A
confessed.
bestseller, Swerve. That nigga wrote a bestseller on New York Times, bro.
He said he called it "If I Would Have Did It."
Nah, he ain't full of OJ. He let you know what happened. So he's been cashing in on this Tupac death for the longest, thinking that immunity deal protects him. But the law is crooked as it can be, though.
How did he get an immunity deal?
He got like he sells heroin and coke and other shit. He got like a drug charge, and in order to get time off the drug charge, the Tupac case is all still open. He said, if I confess, if I help y'all close out a couple murder charges, can this work in my favor? And they give him one of those type of deals, and he let him know about the whole Tupac thing. He also get himself out of it, let him know he was still in there. And how those deals work is usually as long as you tell the whole truth, and they won't use anything against you that you told them. But what you leave out, and if you lie, you can subject to all. But the laws are always never in your favor at all. You know what I'm saying? If they want to be truthful, they'll use it. But if they want to find a loophole to fuck you, they always can. So never get on your high horse when you get your sweetheart deal, dog. Just get it, get the fuck out the way. You don't go on world tours doing what if I cans, because the taxpayers are going to be wondering what the fuck we paying for. Y'all really out here giving killers deals? And of course, someone's like, no, absolutely not. That's just what we wanted to say, but really we're doing this the whole time. It's always some fuck shit. And now look, lo and behold, after being on tour, Vlad interviews, confessing to the shit 6 different ways, I'm sure he left some part of the crime out that he didn't cover for. And he had also moved back to fucking Vegas, like a fucking open murder state. It don't matter if Cali stopped looking into it, whether shit happened that they still have been saying the shit's crazy. Niggas just been living his best life. And lo and behold, some money storing makes their stripes and murder's never off the books, and they locked his ass up.
I think he what, 52 or 62?
Probably 60.
Yeah, 60 sounds more right.
Niggas is bugging. But with that case, I guess Suge Knight was actually going to testify against him. And Suge Knight was like, nah, I'm not testifying in that murder trial.
You think, is it, Suge Knight definitely knows who killed Tupac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said Tupac said he seen Suge Knight in the car. According to Keefe D, Suge Knight seen Keefe D and the dude y'all saw them niggas in the car that did the shooting. Looked at them.
But supposedly there was like there was another case where Because you remember the night it happened, Suge Knight was with Tupac when they jumped the Orlando kid in the
Yeah, Orlando,
casino.
his nephew, the one that was in the car.
And
Yeah,
and his probation tried to violate him with that, but the Orlando kid testified that he was not, that Suge Knight
he
wasn't.
testified for Suge Knight. He said Suge Knight was. They gave Orlando $50K, and Orlando came to trial and said it wasn't Tupac. It wasn't Suge Knight that
Yeah,
jumped.
Suge Knight was trying to break it up, is what he said. So that ended up getting dropped. So
mind you, Orlando didn't mind. He already got his lick back. Tupac already done died, and you're paying me $50K to testify on your behalf. Why the fuck? These are street dudes. Why the fuck would I turn that down?
yeah. So
You know what I'm saying? So the shit is crazy. You know, these murders were all but solved anyways. Like the streets been knew about it. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, the Keefe D dude been said it. He been at his bookings. Even with the shit coming back to the Biggie's death, like they said how that's really close connection to Suge, because one of his BMs or some shit like that, ain't it? The payment was made in her name.
Yeah, the streets know this shit way before anybody ever get arrested. It's like the nigga that killed Malcolm X. Everybody in the streets knew this shit, and that nigga was
And it was like a rumor, like people. He was over here at congressmen and shit working with, like, did you hear kids? Like, yeah, I heard that back in the days, but he's like a street legend now that does good that everyone just let it lie. Nigga just caught a body and they just let him live. The nigga died of natural causes, right? Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead.
He never been bid for his crime. He killed Malcolm X, went to Philly, changed his life around, became philanthropist, and died of natural causes, dog. While the other nigga just sat in jail, rotted for his charges. He just got like a settlement like a couple years ago. Yeah, the streets do be knowing. That's for damn sure. But some of these guys did it in interviews. It's crazy. So, like I said, so even Suge shit's still hanging over his head. Apparently, I mean, if it was ever pressed, you know what I'm saying? And that shit is crazy.
So this world tour that Keefe D been going on, did he ever mention an actual shooter's name?
Yeah,
he said
that nigga said the whole story.
The
same shit they about to pull up in court is in his book, bro.
It's in his book, yeah.
They just gonna read that nigga book and like guilty.
If he has half a good lawyer or anything like that, I mean, it depends how good the deal he had before. They should do double jeopardy.
So why they not arresting the dude that he's calling out in the book?
He died already. Everybody that was in the car that day has already died. Oh, he's the only one that's alive.
The only live
that drove it. Yeah, okay. And it's not like they caught him by accident. That was their intentions that day to catch a body.
Oh yeah, so you gotta pay. Use the driver. You're the only one left. You gotta take it.
Well, that's why he didn't did the plea for his drug charge that shouldn't work against him.
He wasn't the driver. He was in the rear the driver passenger side.
Yeah.
And the shooter was in the rear. No, he was in the rear driver's side. The shooter was in the rear passenger side. And he explained how they got together and was looking for that nigga in Vegas. And they heard some women screaming, "Hey, Pac, Tupac, Tupac!" And they pulled up and lit that nigga shit up.
The shots came from the driver's side?
No, it came from the rear passenger.
Did he shoot across Keefe D?
No, he stuck his hand out the window.
So they were on the left side of Tupac's car.
Yes, they were on the right side. So they're shot
on the right side. If they're on the right side, that means the shooter had to shoot across Keefe D to hit Pac.
Yeah, but the shooter stuck his hand out the window. So Keefe D is no longer in the line of fire.
Yeah. Why even be in the car?
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't just give that nigga the gun.
Yeah, and let him shoot. The story ain't making sense.
But the shooter is the one that got jumped in the car in the casino.
Yeah, okay.
So that's where it kind of makes sense that nigga was mad. So
yes, he should have been. Even Keefe D explained it, or the other one, they're like, listen, man, they're like, this nigga was an actual street dude He had from the streets. He had took like a death row chain from one of these other niggas. They caught him, whooped that nigga's ass as they should. It's a set, but you expect street niggas to handle street shit. You ain't about to take no ass whooping from no artist. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what the fuck I look like? You're like, I took it from any of these niggas. I can handle this. But this nigga? You ain't about to whoop my ass. And I know you probably gonna drop 3 platinum records about this shit later. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not on my watch. That shit had to get squashed away that night. So yeah, Tupac played himself fucking with the bullshit though. And even that nigga went out like these are some niggas that he didn't mess with the wrong one. He messed with a nigga that's gonna crash out. Even he died by the gun. That's the type of nigga that this guy was. They crash out on you, they die crashing out. So he did deal with he crossed the path of someone that really was on some bullshit. And even Keefe D back then, this nigga was moving moving keys and shit back then. So he was a big drug dealer even back then. And it just happened to be his nephew you done fucked with. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was wild.
Okay. What else y'all niggas got in hip pop culture?
What else do we have in pop culture? Let me see. Let me go in there. Look for that boy QPD. We spoke on. Shug Knight says he refused to what's name. That was all pop culture, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it. You have the Club Shay Shay arrest made on Tupac's case. Shug Knight says free QPD.
If that's all we got, we could jump into sports.
Go right in.
So in sports, there's been a lot of bullshit with this Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift relationship. I guess the stock for the Chiefs have skyrocketed since Taylor Swift started dating Travis. And her going to the games and shit, like the viewership is like crazy high now.
They saying that Taylor Swift is blowing up Travis Kelce's whole career.
Yeah, I love that. Men are mad about them.
Pissed off.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's a Super Bowl champion. They're like, yeah, but she's putting him in a whole new light. But I think some people that don't know how big Taylor Swift is want to pretend like some guys want to say girls are acting like this guy's been a big deal, and y'all just not understanding how he's dating Taylor Swift is a big deal. And guys are not really understanding, talking about, no, maybe she's putting her on. I'm like, well, let's absolutely cut it out. She's definitely the bigger fish of them, too.
Yeah.
Big,
that's like when people call Jay-Z Beyonce's husband.
Yeah. So for guys to act, but I could see why they're mad. It's like I'm saying, oh, Beyonce put Jay-Z on. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It sounds wild.
This nigga's the greatest rapper of all time. What are you talking about?
So he does sound wild like that, but that was at least the white side of the nation's argument was is she blowing him up or he blowing up? The black side of the argument was did he downgrade or upgrade because he went to Taylor Swift from his ex-girlfriend? So he used to date with a black lady who's a model. She's bad as hell too.
That's the thing. Like, her name is his ex-girlfriend.
You don't know no set name.
So for you to say I downgraded from my ex-girlfriend, you don't even know her name, is crazy.
But listen, when you're a millionaire, do you really care about how much money? He's not spending none of Taylor Swift's money.
But she's a billionaire, though. That's a different.
It don't matter. He's not spending none of her money.
You could, because they could really spend money and not even notice. The status of money. Money's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah. He's not spending her money, but she's not spending his money.
That's a big thing.
And they don't have to spend his money.
They don't even have to spend.
In that other relationship, they have to spend his money.
But true. But the other relationship, that girl looks better than Taylor Swift.
This is for damn sure. But this is a billionaire though.
But what does it matter? What does it matter if I'm not spending her money? Who cares if she's a billionaire?
Who's more of a valuable person?
I'm dating Oprah. Who cares if I'm already a millionaire and I'm not spending her money? Who cares?
Who's more of a valuable person to society? His ex-girlfriend or Taylor Swift?
Who's more of a valuable person to me? It doesn't matter. Society. I'm the one dating her.
But you talking about influence and power. Taylor Swift has all that. One of the most prolific writers in the game.
Yeah, but influence and power in a relationship, what does that have to do with me if I'm Travis Kelce?
Money, man, but influence, you're gonna always be able to use influence. She could open all sorts of opportunities and doors for your life. Just becomes so much easier, so much more options.
His money
Yes.
went up dating her because his jersey
Yeah,
sales
his whole
went through the
brand went
roof.
up. Yeah, everything, his coverage, this shit you don't have to pay for. Life just got infinitely more optional, more optimal for him.
I
You know what I'm
guess
saying?
it's
It's only men
he's
that marry for love and marry for. It's only us that are just this rational. They're like, nah, what do I care about all this stuff? Women think all this shit. The way we're thinking now is exactly how they program to think. Exactly how they say, nah, this shit ain't gonna work. This out. The bath is gonna bath out. All that shit gotta work out. And if it is, she would be the better choice from easily.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I don't see what's the big argument. White people dating white people.
Yeah, let them
Man, it
let
wouldn't
them have it.
matter if he was black and she was like, sure, dick, you're crack, but if you come into the billionaire class, ain't no one gonna tell me race gonna supersede this. Like you're in a different stratosphere. You gotta help more people. It don't make any sense. That's gonna supersede anything. To me, it's like Serena dating her husband being a billionaire. You can't tell me, oh, she should have just dated black. I'm like, nah, don't give it that. She done copped out, dog. She's a billionaire too now, so maybe she didn't need to.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like
But
if you're
Serena
a
Williams a
but
billionaire,
that
billionaire?
nigga's not a that nigga's not a billionaire though. That's two different levels.
Serena Williams is a billionaire?
Yeah, they're practically billionaires. Her and her sister, they're projected to be in their brand.
Nah, bro. I just be
even
saying.
if she's not a
They
billionaire,
just
she
be
got a lot of
saying
money.
shit,
She don't
bro.
need nobody else's money.
Yeah, Serena Williams ain't even close to being a billionaire.
Is it not going to sort that? They're projected to be between her sister, between their holdings and
You're not talking about her sister, bro.
the
You trying to put you
maybe I
trying
was
to put
off for
their
the
money together.
Williams sisters. Maybe I'm putting them in together. Maybe not by herself. I remember the trajectory. I remember they're projected to be like the next sports billionaires.
Serena, according to the internet, in 2023, Serena Williams' net worth is 290 million.
60. Oh, 90.
Still a bit away, but it's definitely gonna get there. I know between her holdings and they own teams, their Nike deals, all this other shit, all these brand partnerships. They own like a bunch of and they're in real estate in Miami too. A lot of the luxury buildings they have they have partnerships with down there. So I figure it's just a matter of time.
If I have 500, if my net worth is 700 million,
Mm-hmm.
what can I do that a billionaire? What can a billionaire do that I can't do?
Yeah,
Buy a sports team.
yeah, but that's like the only thing that's out of reach.
I'm talking about just like on a
You
regular
could
day.
everything else is everything is
Not
that's the only
not
thing that
not
separates
purchasing
billionaires
no
from
no.
regular people is the sports teams.
Yeah.
That's the only,
You could buy Twitter.
nah, but other people could do that too. Sports teams the only thing
Who
that's
could buy
limited to.
Twitter other than a billionaire, Nate?
What do you mean?
What
The
do you
Twitter
mean?
go for
I'm
hedge
talking
funds
about
could
shit.
buy it. You could buy it.
Billionaires
They
can
could
buy
broken
shit that
up.
costs $1 billion.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
Millionaires can't do that.
Yeah, but most billionaires don't buy
Most things don't cost $1 billion.
Yeah, and most billionaires
You're-
don't buy shit by itself. They buy it in teams. So Elon, we're at a different level of billionaires buying $1 billion shit by themselves. That's
You guys
we're at
just
a new
asked
time.
what can a billionaire do that a millionaire can't.
And
I'm
you,
just
and you
giving
found
examples.
you found two
You
of
found
the
a few.
only 5 things that they can probably purchase.
Islands, things,
Yeah,
absurd things.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Absurd
shit.
things.
There's
Not
a
no
lot of
regular-
shit billionaires
not no
can
regular
do
day
that
out on, not
millionaires
no
can't
regular
do.
night out in the town that I'm going to be dropping $1 billion. On a regular date, Travis Kelce can buy whatever he want to buy.
Yeah, I don't know how up he is, but honestly, it's still a different stratosphere, though. You know what I'm saying? You got people. He just through her fame, he probably never gonna have to pay for hotels ever again. How much of his money he gets to conserve while making more money?
Some people say this shit is a publicity stunt anyway. Like they're not even really dating.
It don't matter. Whatever it is, his brand went up.
Yeah, it's working.
Her publicity went up. It went up more. They're doing good, so you gotta switch up on them. People used to lust over them. They used to lust over them online because they had the black babe. They're talking about get your coins, all that shit. You know how it is. Black women online that kind of fetishize
black women love a white man with a black
relationship.
haircut.
Yeah, or it's fetishized with them. At least some.
That's a cheat code for the white man. You go to a Dominican barber, you get all the black girls you want.
Locked in. She got the swag though. Still got that swag.
Long that nigga don't get his hair cut with scissors. He the man, huh? In
Yeah,
the black
that's
community,
it. That's it. You see how we
Yeah, yeah,
you
they
see
use
how we
that.
love Paul Wall,
They use that
yeah.
T liner on that nigga.
the Andis.
And this is y'all niggas know the name. You seen how Terrell Owens was talking this past week about how he used to only date white women because when he was younger he didn't always look as good and he didn't have the swag. Black girls used to treat him horribly, but now he's off that now. It's just it's about personality. As long as he could, man, I really feel he's still
T.O. looked like he never had a
still fucks
decent
with only white women.
haircut
But
in his
you
life.
don't want to say that because it's not politically correct anymore.
Listen, that's the case for a lot of black men with money, bro.
What do you
Which
mean?
one came first though, the money or him not liking black girls, black women?
I
He
would
was
say
proper. He
the
was like a
money
lame. He
came
wasn't.
in the latter. I would say the
came
money
I think the
came
money-
later.
You think that's usually the case for
I
these
think
black
that's
men?
usually the case.
The money comes later.
Yeah.
So
Plenty
it's
of
like
them
you.
successful, and that's why they end up anti. What's name? They hit people. People hunt what they can catch. If you can't catch one and you gotten good at hunting the other, you stick to what you can hunt, and then if you get the money too, you just stick to what you can. It ain't like you're not gonna double back to the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things.
I double back.
Yeah,
But that's
you know
the
what I'm
thing,
saying?
Nate. When this doesn't make sense with the Teal argument, because Teal can hunt anywhere now.
Now,
Yeah, but he's not.
already grown
So he's not
accustomed to
going
a
to double
certain
back.
kind. You don't have the tools for the other one anymore. None of these other one. None does he find it
Why
appealing.
the fuck he
anymore.
don't have the tools, bro?
The tools is the money, but he don't have the. He don't have the. All he has is the money. He don't have
Oh, yeah,
the personality.
Exactly. You don't have the personality.
Since when
You
niggas
don't
need
wanna-
personality? Y'all know Russell Wilson
got-
is dating Sierra, right?
Yeah, the money.
because he's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, the money.
Exactly.
That's the whole
You
argument.
think
Had he not
black
been
women
Russell
liked
Wilson,
Russell Wilson before he was Russell Wilson, the NFL champion?
No, they probably think the same way
They
that
probably-
they do about T.O.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
a cornball. He was this, and now he can hunt them.
that's the
He
argument
can
he's saying.
knock them down left and right if he wants.
Yeah,
He's
but
not a
Russell-
hunter. He's not a hunter. He's a buyer.
Yeah, he's a yeah. So it's different now. Russell Wilson just happens to want to go back. Plenty want to go back, and they still lack the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Or some just happen to like the other side now. So either way, of course, if you're a black guy and you sit to the other side, you get no pity on mine.
Have you guys ever dated a white woman?
I used to when I was in elementary.
My first
first
crush on a
girlfriend's
girl
white.
was a white girl. In
Nate, when
elementary
you say
school.
you was dating a woman in elementary, what the fuck does that mean?
No, I wasn't dating
My
a girl in
girlfriends
elementary.
in elementary used to be like,
You was fucking her?
no, what are you
He wasn't
doing in
dating then,
elementary, for Pete's
nigga.
sake?
Dating
Niggas
consists
was
of
fucking, niggas was
coitus.
fucking in elementary
Niggas was
school
fucking
at
by
Martin. I don't know what elementary school y'all went to.
Yeah, I did live different than Martin though, but y'all were different than Martin.
I was fucking in elementary school.
But Martin, that shit was common.
And it was all anal, bro. Shit was crazy.
What?
A lot of unsupervision.
Nigga, I just told you elementary, nigga. That lets you know how young we were. I'm talking about like first, second grade, bro. Niggas didn't know
This
no
guy's
fucking.
talking about anal with second graders.
Nigga, I was a second grader.
Shit was wildin'.
Niggas didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You just saw a hole. You thought babies came out the butthole and everything.
Hey,
This is where the babies go. This is where the pee go.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing. They just told. I remember doing this shit. They just told me I was fucking in elementary school.
90s, huh?
Yeah, bro, it was a different
What a
time.
You said it was a different time, so we're talking about what a time.
So,
That's
Swerve,
what they
you
mean
said
when
you
they say
had a
make
white
America
girlfriend?
great again.
What
That's
age
what
was
we-
this? You had a white girlfriend, Swerve?
No, I ain't never had no white girlfriend.
Oh, you
What
said
you- what
your
you call
first
a
crush
girlfriend?
was white girl.
Oh yeah, my first crush was a white girl. Her name was Nicole Buckland. Martin Elementary
You
School.
remember the name, though.
I remember all the girls' names. I remember all the girls I had crushes on when I was younger. I remember all their names. Nicole Buckland.
What is Nicole Blackland up to nowadays?
I don't know. I haven't looked her up.
What
I
about you,
remember,
Nate? What your white girlfriend up to?
Oh, would you say who's?
What is your white girlfriend up to nowadays?
From elementary.
Yeah.
They call her
My-
Die Slow.
Yeah, right.
You remember Die Slow?
Yeah.
I do remember that. What a disrespectful name. I saw her on Facebook years ago, and she became like a Trump supporter of it big time. Back when I was against Trump, I used to every now and then, argue online, make my cases. She didn't like the
She was like, I can't believe I dated you.
hit the nigga on that block.
Yeah. Can't believe I used
People
to
are
date
like
you.
people are like the opposite. People are like critical thinking. But
I
other
never
than
had
that,
a
that's
white
just the regular
girlfriend or a
life.
white crush or anything like that.
What was your first school crush's girl's name? You remember her name?
First one, I'm trying to think back to like first, second grade. I don't remember them bitches' names.
He was calling the bitches back then.
Nah, I don't remember my first crush in elementary, bro.
I remember the baddies in elementary school that everybody used to like though.
What they up to now? They single mothers.
Some yeah.
All of
Right.
them.
I'm thinking of some of them when they come back. I'm gonna ask them what they up to because he know all the tea. But I'm pretty sure, at least, no, they definitely got a few kids. I don't know if they single though.
How have lives have changed?
It's crazy how we can say that there was baddies in elementary school. Because now I'm looking at elementary school. I'm like, what the hell were we looking at? What made them so bad?
Nah, there's pretty bitches.
It had to be pretty. It just had to be pretty faces.
They
That's
just
it.
had to be pretty, yeah. Because wasn't much ass and titties up until you got into like fourth grade. Then some chicks just came out with big titties.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell I was thinking about in elementary school. It made me think that this girl was so fine.
I remember all the bitches with big titties in elementary though. This chick named Bonnie had like some C cups in elementary school, bro.
I remember a girl with some big titties, but she wasn't fine or nothing. She was just she was just a fighter.
Thanks.
She used to, I don't know. You don't want to get in a fight with this girl named Cindy. I think her name was Cindy Young.
She was
She whooped
fucking.
anybody. She whooped the girl's ass, whooped dude's ass. And she used to run with this gay dude named, I think his name's Ernest.
That nigga was gay in elementary.
Gay in elementary school. This is obviously gay.
Gay.
You can't even hide it.
Gay in elementary school is crazy.
Nate, you remember a kid named Ernest, gay kid in oh no, you didn't go to Barton.
I didn't.
I went to
Yeah,
Barton
there was a gay
I
kid
went to
named
Barton
Ernest.
for my first kindergarten and first grade.
How
Half
you
of
bring up
first
to
grade.
him? Oh yeah, come on to him.
Oh, because we're talking about baddies at the elementary school level. And not him. Pause. But
Oh my god, that's
but then we start talking about how the only thing that made them baddies in elementary school had to be their face because they didn't have no titties, no ass, or nothing like that. So it must have just been we saw a pretty face and was like, oh man, she's pretty. That's my crush.
The little fan or the
Maybe the
ponytail back
hairstyles.
then. The little what's the name? Maybe the wavy.
Girls that you knew in your middle school, they went to elementary school with me. Like Robin, Natasha.
I can see it. Oh yeah, sure. I know that a lot of those went to Blaine.
Was just talking about titties in elementary school, Nate.
Yeah, that boy's really jumping off the deep end.
Then Swerve just
time.
interjected some
Gay.
shit.
What else your boys have that?
Let's see. Terrell Owens not fucking with black women. Somebody put the WNBA finals is here.
I put that in there because I was just scrolling through and I seen shit talking about the WNBA finals has been decided. I'm like, I didn't even know the season started.
No one does, bro.
And how did it end so fast? Like, how many games do they play?
They only play like 38 games max.
That's crazy.
Something like that. And their
How do they
finals
expect
is
to make
best
money
out
with
of 5.
playing 38 games?
It was good money for 38 games. What do they give you, like $200,000 a year?
I'm talking about how does the WNBA plan on generating money when only playing 38 games a year?
It might be 38 games with the playoffs, bro.
That's crazy.
38 fire solid games. That's all.
And then the series is not even 7 games, I don't think.
Nah, I believe it's best out of 5. You guys ever seen a WNBA parade? Because you know every championship team has a parade.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Bro.
I never seen. I don't know if they have. Do they have parades? They must have parades.
They have parades, bro. The shit is fucking despicable, bro.
Don't nobody go.
Shit is sad, bro.
You would think people would go in their city,
Bro.
Like if Tampa had a team, depending on what day it is. If it's on the weekend, I'm there.
Bro, just Google it on your phone right now. WNBA finals parade or championship parade, bro. The shit is so fucking sad, bro.
You know, they get a bunch of bad press online, you know what I'm saying?
That shit does look weak.
Bro,
That should look weaker than the county fair.
they motherfuckers be honking at them shits like, y'all fucking up, y'all blocking traffic.
Get out the way. Y'all blocking. Y'all blocking. I got to work already.
We got work to go to.
Yeah, cut the shit off.
Yeah, bro, it's bad, but hey, this is WNBA.
I don't know. Like I said, I would definitely go if I had the opportunity.
No, the fuck you wouldn't, bro.
I would. I promise.
Fuck you. You know how to stop your ass. I ain't gonna allow you to stop lying to us like this.
Especially if they had like a good player, if I had like a good team.
Like
if I had Asia Wilson or Candace Parker, I don't even know all the big names, but if I had any of them too, I'd definitely go to the games.
You're not calling off to go to a WNBA parade.
Not calling up.
Oh, no.
You think you would request it? You ain't even request it. You just got to be off that day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's on the weekend, for sure, I'm there. If I got a request off for it, I'm good. And if I call in sick, nobody's gonna assume that I went to the WNBA championship parade.
They're just gonna have to fire you for your judgment, bro. Calling off to go to a WNBA parade, that's fireable, bro.
It's fine. Well, you just don't give a fuck about this job, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. Either way, it's the Aces and the Liberty that made it to the finals. I think Liberty's up 2-1 right now. Anyways, we'll go to some NBA, some real basketball.
All right, and
Damian Lillard. After all the talk that he was saying he wanted to go nowhere but Miami, we all thought he was going to Miami. He ends up at the Bucks.
I thought he was trying. It wasn't his choice, right? Then the team just went in.
I mean, it's never his choice, but you can request. I mean, he was with the team for 10 years. You would think they would look out for the kid. He said he want to go to Miami. Miami offered him some decent pieces. I guess it wasn't enough for Portland's liking, so they just didn't take the trade.
I mean, you're gonna give so how long is he over there with the new team? Then is it just for the 1 year?
I'm not even sure when his contract's up. I'm assuming 1 or 2 years.
No, I think he got like 3 more years on his contract.
Oh yeah, 3 years.
Something like
And
3 or
then
4.
Giannis signed an extension, or he's going to sign an extension if he didn't already.
So then what does that mean? 'Cause Jimmy's only option is when's Jimmy out of Miami?
Jimmy's not going nowhere.
You don't think he'll try to make it over there?
Somebody's coming to Jimmy.
Jimmy, we know who Jimmy wanted. Jimmy wanted what's name, but
Jimmy wanted Dame. Jimmy also wanted Embiid, and he still has a chance to get Embiid. Embiid still has. I mean, when Embiid's contract is up, I don't see him staying in Philly.
Well,
Yeah,
what's this
I'm
talk
for-
about Harden making it to Miami? Y'all think that could be happen? That could happen?
We don't need him there.
Yeah, well,
We don't
motherfuckers just
need- we
reject
don't-
Harden.
we
That's all
don't
I see
need-
online. People talking about, nah, he ain't gonna make it. We need our players to actually be in shape down here. He ain't gonna last 3 weeks before asking for a trade. He was saying shit like that.
What Miami needed is a big man. So Bam, because Bam is not a big man. Bam's great,
Pause.
but they got pause. Yeah, Bam's great, but he's not playing the position he's playing is not his position. He can't be playing center. He needs to be doing what he's doing right now at the forward position, and they need a bigger dude to protect the
Pause.
rim, stay down there. Yeah,
Saying they need a bigger dude is crazy. But yeah, Dame goes to the Bucks. Yeah, I think this make the Bucks the Eastern favorite.
possibly. I would say so. I always say Miami always got the Bucks number for some reason. We can always beat them. It don't matter what our record is. When we get to the playoffs and we see them, it's a good chance that they get knocked out. But that's just because we know how to stop Giannis. I don't know if we're gonna be able to stop Giannis and a healthy Lillard at the same time, and a healthy Middleton.
Yeah, I think with this trade, the Bucks on the East.
We shall see. So they're going to be next year's favorites right out the gate.
Possibly. Some people still saying the Celtics is the favorites because Drew Holiday ended up leaving the Bucks, and now he's a Celtic.
I mean, Golden State don't look like they're going to be a threat with their pieces.
They're in the West. We're talking about the East, Nate.
Oh, he just won specific conference. Okay.
Yeah, in the West, I'm not sure right now, but the East is looking good just with these two teams alone. I don't know what's gonna happen with Philly.
Is James Harden still in Philly?
James Harden's still in Philly, and during the summer, he said he called his the owner a liar at some type of conference he was having, some type of something he was having. He had some type of party and he said Dale Morey is a liar. I'm assuming he says it's probably because he promised him some type of money that he didn't get. He probably took less money at the beginning of his contract because he was promised more. Didn't get it, and now he's ready to leave.
They're gonna have to freeze that nigga out of the NBA.
That's what's gonna happen.
Like the second person that said that. Yeah.
That's what they did to Mello. They're gonna have to hit him the same way.
Melo didn't keep sticking them up though. Harden's a problem. How much
Melo
money do you
actually
got in?
was able to take a year off, come back, and was balling with Portland for a little bit.
Who you talking about? Mello?
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
he had a
Harden's
year
doing
off
good, though.
before he
Harden's
went to Portland.
Harden never fell off though. Harden
Yeah.
Harden did
Harden's
fall
still-
off
Harden's
compared
still-
to Houston Harlot.
Yeah, I mean, like in scoring wise, yeah, but he's still putting up numbers.
Yeah,
If
still
not on-
balling. You just don't care about the chip.
And that's what that's the rumor was that Houston was looking at to bring him back, but when he interviewed with them, he wasn't talking about nothing about no championship. That nigga said, "I need to get back to being the scoring champion." And Houston was like, "Nah, we looking for a championship. This nigga talking about scoring champion."
Champion. Yeah, scoring champion.
So they was
Hey,
like,
he's a
"Nah,
different
we ain't
type of
fucking
player.
with this nigga."
What does that mean?
He
though?
might
You
still
can't-
be good for markets that are small markets that they need the jersey sales. He still is a driving force. He can shoot the lights out. He's still good there, but other places they're going, we don't
a
need
place
this guy.
where he's not gonna get a ring, but he can get some
Ticket
fans
sales are
into
still
the,
valuable. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
get fans into the arena.
Might as well join the WNBA team, right?
Get themselves up.
Yeah,
Themselves
or
up.
Houston, same shit. Houston's so trash.
He got that city lit down there though.
Last year, it's like if you wanted to score a season high on somebody or a career high on somebody, you had to do it against Houston. Niggas was dropping 40s, 50s, 60s on Houston nightly.
Okay, other news in the NBA, we talked about Drew Holiday becoming a Celtic. And it was media day the other day. Your boy Jimmy Butler comes out in this goth emo look for media day, which is it's something Jimmy does every year now, I guess, since being in Miami. Is on media day he'll have a crazy look. Last year it was the long dreads. This year it's the
that silk press,
the silk press, and the piercings with the the eyebrow and lip, black nails and shit like that. He calls it his emo look. And Miami was salty when Dame got traded to the Bucks.
Yeah,
they didn't do enough.
Salty.
How they gonna be salty when Dame wanted to go there? Everybody knows Dame wants to go there. If they really wanted Dame, they could have got Dame.
Yeah, but to get Dame, they would have had to give up Jimmy Butler.
Nah,
they would have to give up all their major pieces.
They wouldn't have to give up all that because the Bucks got Dame, and only thing they lost was Grayson Allen and Drew Holiday. Who the hell is that? That's the only people they lost.
I'm pretty sure they got a couple of picks.
They probably got some picks, but we was offering them picks. We was offering them picks. Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, and some other dude. I forget who. Maybe Strus before he got traded away or before he got his deal with Cleveland. Now we lost Max Strus to Cleveland. Gabe Vincent went to to the Lakers.
Nate, that nigga said we like he in the front office.
That's my team.
One of these days, I say I'm gonna maybe we'll do it next year, bro. That's what we gotta do. I said I'm gonna fully get vested into a team and follow through with it. Go to some of the games, maybe even play
2K
fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I want to lock in on one of these things, but y'all niggas is never consistent enough, dog.
Is there niggas, you gotta pick us.
You gotta make it.
We gotta pick the team for you.
Locked in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already locked in. I'm Dolphins and Heat all day. I'm locked in.
That's just a Florida thing to do, and I know.
So what are you gonna do? So you're just gonna pick a team. So that's gonna make you a bandwagoner. That's what that's gonna make you.
But you're not gonna pick
a sorry team.
And I know the Dolphins been trash my whole life. So you're saying it's not like Miami, which was halfway decent.
The Dolphins are getting.
The Dolphins are slowly for a very long time.
The Dolphins are slowly getting better, and when we get the ring, I don't want nobody jumping on saying that this was my team. That's why you got to stick with a team and pick that team and stick with it. And if you're only picking a team just because they win, what does that make you?
I like winners,
but eventually they lose. Like all these Patriots fans. Now they don't have Tom Brady. Look at them now.
Yeah, there's still folks that's right on the Patriots. Still, you know what I'm saying? But when you got a legacy of winning, it's your job to keep up the legacy going. Tom Brady left there. You still have the money from the franchise to bring in the best players. You shouldn't crumble. You shouldn't rise and fall by one player.
You shouldn't, but sorry organizations do. Miami, we're always going to find a star somewhere.
But we still there ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're always the little engine that could. That's how it was for Miami Dolphins my whole life. That's how it was for Miami Heat.
No, not the Heat. Because
even the Heat with Alonzo Mourning niggas was just enough, but never could crack it.
That was a new team. That was a new team. You're talking about the 80s. The team was just born in like.
Listen, my whole life.
Yeah, of course, your whole life, because the team was born like 2 years after you were born.
All I knew before the teams were trash. Even the Marlins, we never had nothing really good. We just had a hope. All we had is hope. Tampa Bay might have been their closest thing to having anything that was happening.
Nigga, the Marlins won the World Series.
Yeah, the Marlins. Baseball started winning. Yeah, then baseball started winning. Sure.
The Rays win all the time. The Florida Gators win all the time. Florida teams are always winning.
In college. Sure.
All levels.
Professional.
All
NFL
levels.
and NBA. NFL and NBA, that shit was a drought.
NFL, the only team to ever go undefeated is the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, God knows. That was before
what year was that,
before I was born. That
was 1972.
You see? Right. Yeah, that's why I said that's some shit.
I had to check I had to make sure you know what the fuck you was talking about. Yeah, that was
1972.
72, bro.
We go rock with the Orlando Magics, right? They used to be half decent.
Orlando Magic's getting better, and eventually they're going to win a ring, and people's going to be jumping back on that bandwagon.
That nigga
Talking
Swerve
about
just
something.
throws around eventually like it's nothing, though. Like that time just gonna
Yeah,
drop.
eventually.
That shit, that shit could very well not happen in your lifetime, right?
Listen,
That's
there's
still
people who
eventually, though.
Still eventually, he throws that eventually like
Giannis
it's
got
nothing.
Milwaukee their first ring, and that was after 50 years.
Yeah, so you just said eventually. You said it doesn't have nothing to do with our current players or anyone that has nothing to do in there, but eventually,
I'm gonna see the Dolphins win a ring. I guarantee it. I think for a long time, I think it was like back in like 2004. I was saying 2024, the Dolphins are going to win the championship. And look, it's almost 2024. That was always my year. I always said 2024.
So this season they're gonna win it.
Is this 2004?
The championship is gonna be 2004.
We winning it all this year.
What happened? They had that game. They were up by so much, and they could have beat a scoring title, but they pulled back. What y'all think of that?
Niggas is pussy.
It is what it is.
What's the point of that? Why am I going to go to the cusp of beating the scoring title and just not get it?
I don't know. I don't know what their reasoning
ever
was.
have a chance to do this again?
All they needed was a field goal, bro. And they could have got a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
But
Niggas
they
is
decided
weak.
not to go with it.
Oh, you don't want to kill the guys. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah, niggas is bugging, bro.
But I think it was like 3 other teams that had that record, like tied for that record.
Yeah,
That's
Miami would have took it with just a field goal.
Now's your turn. When you gonna ever get to do that again?
We can't have everything, bro. We got the only team with a perfect season.
That's
So
what
we'll
the
let somebody
records
else
are
have
there
something
for.
else.
People that believe like leagues and shit that are scripted, like NBA, NFL, they said these are the stories that some shit that whenever even the institution doesn't want a certain thing winning, they'll do whatever they can to intervene or
It's
stop
part of the
it from
script.
happening. Yeah, this part of the script. Niggas had it right then. Like, why would you not go for it? And like, nah.
Somebody else.
Sometimes I feel the NBA sometimes got a script though, because when them niggas are shooting the lights out at Golden State and they could break a record and they just pull back because there's no reason. Like, what's going on?
Well, I've seen like Carmelo drop like 60 points in Madison Square Garden, break a record,
And just chill.
and then sit out for the whole fourth quarter.
That shit to me don't make no sense.
I'm like, if he played the whole fourth quarter, he could get 80.
They
got a good business plan. It's not good for business, right?
They be talking about we up anyway. We're not gonna lose. Let's not risk him getting hurt. But I'm like,
it's such a bullshit excuse. Let's not use.
It's just so easy to get hurt. That's why you don't want to.
It is easy to get hurt, and you look like a jackass if your star player gets hurt when y'all up by 30.
But you're making history. Like that night, they let Kobe go crazy on them niggas. A lot of them niggas had a fallback, so they could also know they're watching history.
That night when Kobe dropped 81, they were still down. They could have lost that game. It was a close game.
Kobe had to drop 81 to win.
He had to drop that for them to win.
Okay, you know which game I'm thinking of? The game when Kobe on his farewell tour and his final was that the 81 game?
That one he dropped like 60.
That was like 61.
That night, a lot of niggas weren't really playing it like they're like, this is historical. We watching my dog.
Niggas was playing defense on Kobe.
You gotta fall back a little bit. Let my dog get for the show. It don't make no sense to not let him go after the record. He's going.
Let's not disrespect Kobe like that. Let's not disrespect Kobe like that. Niggas was definitely playing defense against Kobe that game.
On his 60 run. Kobe retired too early to me anyway, so but
it's the injuries.
It's the injuries.
If he didn't have the injuries, I say
I like to see my Warriors go out either undefeated or on their shield.
This nigga saying my Warriors like he in the head office.
That's just how I like to see my heroes go out, either undefeated or on the shield. That means you go out, or on your shield. There's no I'm losing a step, I'm dipping out. Nah, nigga, you lose that shit on the field and don't come back. Or I left good, I'm good, guys. Nah, this game ain't for me. You get to go off in the sunset. There's no. It looked like it's about to be stiff. I'm good. There's still plenty more left in the tank.
You want him to die on the field.
He didn't have to. As long as he was not cool being number one, he could have been the number 2 guy and did great support and get another chip and just dip off that way. we know for sure he had more in the tank than just having the. That
Some
motherfucker
niggas
was
don't know
still
how
great.
to. Some niggas don't know how to be a number two after
That's the
being
issue.
number one their whole career.
Exactly. That to me is an issue. Like, especially because you didn't left with no rings, so you might as well just get one off the muscle, just get a freebie, and then offer for your franchise and then dip out. He left still in great shape. So to me, even though he had all the wear and tear with all that stuff, to me, especially the letting players sit down, I think we could have got more out of Kobe.
No, I think you're the only reason you're saying this because you were never an athlete at any level.
Disrespect is
Like you wasn't an elementary athlete, you wasn't a middle school athlete.
These are lies.
You wasn't a high school athlete
because I almost made
the football team.
I made regional, or I made the football team. Anyone ever made the football team?
I remember you making the. I remember you playing out there with them Reebok Classics.
I made regional in
what?
track and field.
What school?
Lake Worth Middle.
You are
yeah.
What were you doing?
I was doing the quarter mile and the so that's the quarter mile with the handoff. I just did the quarter mile straight, but my main thing that I was running was the hurdles. So I was a beast. I was doing good with the hurdles.
Footage.
Yep, and
there's no footage. Swerve.
I'm telling you, I made. This is my first time. It happened. This is my first. Because what's the first thing you do? Local, then you do the West name, and then you have to do state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was one up. I didn't get the bracket. The next one up. So I got the. That's the first one. I lost to them. These fucking. I told this story before. These fucking super swole ass niggas. Either some were even big, bro. Some were even fat. But they're from
middle school.
In middle school, and if you know anything about motherfuckers from Belglade.
Yeah,
it don't matter how they look. I don't matter if they're the fattest guy in the world, they're the tallest or short. These are freaks of nature. They put these motherfuckers on that fucking. You know what I'm saying? It was me. It was a couple of other people that was running in hurdles. When I tell you, even their fattest guy outran me. Matter of fact, one of their fattest guys that ran shot put, I swear, also not that ran that did the hurdles. He also was their shot put thrower. That's how big the guy was, and he still smoked me, bro, on the fucking hurdles. Either way, I got smoked and I was short by a couple seconds because you didn't even have to win the race to go to the next thing. It's about you qualify based on your
time.
On your time. So yeah, I made up. You said your boy was a track star here.
This nigga talking about middle schoolers being superheroes.
Listen, some of them niggas were beasts. One of them niggas, Jules. These niggas used to be like national. These aren't regular players. These are not. These are
Jules was fast in middle school.
Listen, Jules was fast. Jules was not fast in middle school. Jules was one of the fastest in the nation.
In middle school.
In the nation, yeah, in middle school. And them niggas beat Jules that day. I'm telling you, these Belglade niggas were crazy.
I have seen Jules get beat.
I've seen Jules lose, which is always shocking. These Belglade niggas beat Jules that day. And I was like, this shit is crazy. They crushed us, bro. They came to like fine. It was like the Kryptonians touchdown. You said they just came and just did a number on us. That shit was crazy.
I was the MVP of my track team my senior year.
Yeah.
Senior year of what? High school?
Senior year of high school. I was the only person on my team that made it to states.
You know the track team was pretty sorry, because Swerve started out that year like 300 pounds.
No, not that year. I started off my junior.
Were you a shot put?
I did shot put and discus.
Oh yeah, the fat nigga shit.
Yeah, fat nigga shit. But I made it. I was still the only one on my team that made it to states, and that's why I ended up being MVP.
Yeah,
got a trophy and everything.
Juno, you did basketball, right? You did a little basketball. That's it.
I did a little basketball, a little football, but that plies got to me.
You got kicked out. Yeah, you shot yourself in the foot because you're playing a little.
That's why I told you, bro. If I wasn't listening to this hip hop bullshit,
yeah, your life would have probably been a different trajectory. Yeah, you were playing JV or what's the name before you were playing. What's the name? You could have probably went out.
Yeah,
I played
bro.
basketball. I played basketball, but I was on the bench that whole time. The
Nah,
end of my.
basketball, I was never tall enough though, and then I finally got my growth
I was
spurt
never tall enough.
Nigga
because
was
I was
always tall.
short.
Nigga was the
You've been tall
tallest.
your
No, I
whole
was
life.
short until
He
I
was the
got to high
tallest guy
school.
since middle school. He was
This is
never tall
lies.
enough.
These are
Exactly. You was
lies.
never tall
I
enough.
was
You just
short in middle
trash.
school. I was short in middle school.
Nate, we knew you. You know that, right?
I got the photos. I'm telling you, I didn't get my
Nah, you
growth
wasn't
spurt till
short.
ninth grade. I was short in middle school. They used to be Big Show and Zach. They used to be the tall ones. I was used to be real short. I didn't get the growth spurt going into the ninth grade. I mean, going from eighth grade to ninth grade. That's when I got the growth spurt real tall. I used to be skinny.
So you had
I was
4
just super
years.
skinny. Huh?
So you had 4 years to play basketball at the high school level.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
Since you got it at ninth, you said ninth
yeah,
grade. You
but the
got it.
position I grew up playing, because I grew up in that AI era. I was all about the point guard, dumb shit. And by the time I grew super tall, I never knew how to play
Oh,
my
you're too
position
tall to
right.
be a point guard.
Man, the position I was playing should have been, center with the big nigga shit. I was getting boxed out, niggas throwing me out. Niggas, big man ball. Niggas, I ain't know shit about that. I was trying to dribble, trying to get, get some steps in. That's it. That was never the position. So I was always trying to be point guard. They're like, nigga, you too damn tall for point guard. Get the fuck out of here. As if it was a real league. You know what I'm saying? So I never got to play the position which I trained for.
Yeah, back in them days, it's like if you're a big kid, you're playing in the paint.
And I never
Now
played in the paint. So I
now it's
only
like
knew
they just put
I
people.
always
It's
played
like
from the top. And them niggas like, nah, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Go play in the bottom. And I was getting dominated down there. I didn't know
Pause.
the skill set for that. Yeah, that's pause.
Yeah,
I didn't have the
pause.
skill set for that.
That's the thing. Like even one of my wife's nephew plays basketball now, AAU and shit. And he's tall for his age. And I tell that nigga every day, don't let them motherfuckers put you in the power forward center position. Make sure you work on your dribbling and your point
Because they'll
guard
trick
skills.
you right out your position in the pros.
Because
because
you
you
might be
only trained for
6'2"
one.
now. You might be
Yeah.
6'2" now, in the going into the 8th grade or 9th grade, and you may not grow no more.
yeah,
Exactly.
or you might only get to like 6'5", and
Right.
and you can only be a guard.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you learning just to be a center is fucking you up in the long run.
It's a good thing to do because you specialize in it. You're sharp, but the odds could work against you.
Nowadays though, it's like positionless basketball, so everybody needs to know how to do everything. So if you're a guard, you need to be able to post somebody up in the paint. You need to be able to face up. You need to be able to do everything.
I feel those other things are going to go away. The posting up is going to go away, and the people that have those fundamentals, at some point, they're going to become the stars again.
The post
It's
is
a
never gonna go away.
shootout. See, I didn't think about it even like that. Like it's almost like the administration gets to decide what kind of basketball we like. So if the fans think it's going too slow, they can put rules in place to speed it up. If they think it's too boring, they can make it less fouls. They can make it more flagrant. Now that they love the shootout type of NBA that we got going on, thanks to Curry and all that, they kind of setting rules in favor towards that, start tweaking it. But it just depends how they want to change the sport. Even in itself is entertainment. They can decide if they're going to either bring in more points, if they want to start making the old style where the big guy, because if everyone's a shooter, before it's going to be very contactless, even that's going to become weary and people's going to call the game dull. They're going to start putting rules in place to start changing either back towards the same, more aggressive, more contact, or something else again. I don't see people using their natural gifts like being super tall, being the closest to the basket, how that would never not be in their favor.
I don't think we're ever gonna get back to the aggressive era.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to change the rules to make it more aggressive. Nobody's gonna change the rules to.
That's how. But I'm saying that's how it'll work though, because they get to tweak the game based on how the fans like it. So
I'm sure there's a lot of fans that would say, "Oh, I would love to bring hand checking back, so I can like put my hand on someone, pause the whole time they're moving around, so I can defend them. I know where they're going."
Using these terms like Nate know what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking about, and he used his hand so I could see it. It worked. It worked.
Yeah, NBA bring back hand checking. That'll be great for the league.
Nate, what's a triple threat in the NBA?
What do you mean? As far as three different skill sets?
No, when they tell you to get in triple threat stance.
Oh, I couldn't tell you, man. See, I can't say I know these terms. You know what I'm saying?
You
Not off
know
the
enough
top
to
of my
get
head.
by. You know
I know
enough
enough to
to
get by.
you know enough to enjoy a basketball game if you go.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
I could play the game myself,
What
so I'm good.
you go to the bar with that nigga and watch basketball, and that nigga screaming field goal when Chef's Curry shooting
I don't
things
do
and
all that.
shit.
I know how to survive out here. At least. We gotta get a game on the books, though. I definitely want. I haven't ever been to a live sporting event.
That's
You haven't
on
been to
You go
any professional sports?
every other weekend. You out here in these streets going to theme parks and movies
Yeah, but I've
and
never been to professional sports. I went to the
None of them.
none of them. I've told you that plenty of times. The closest I've been to is when we've gone to the college games up in the college towns. I've never been
like
to
classics
a
and
Dolphins, a professional.
You only been
Sporting
to.
event.
You haven't even been to. You only been to a HBCU.
and even them shits. He didn't go inside the game.
We've gone inside of them
We,
before.
I brought him in one time.
Yeah, we've gone inside of them. Yeah, so that's it. I want to actually experience one of these sporting games
Damn, bro.
and WWE. I definitely.
What y'all
want
want to do? Y'all want to do a soccer game, basketball game?
Fucking.
We need to do a LeBron game. That's who I need to see.
That's the thing. Yeah,
Oh, it's too expensive now.
you book it out this far early.
I only
It's
went
gonna
to
be an
one.
Orlando game or a Miami game.
I went to what I saw him play live when he was with the Cavs versus Orlando.
I seen Steph Curry play. I seen
That's one I want to see.
Damn, now you haven't even been to a Dolphins game?
Not even the Dolphins. No. And I used to get tickets to them back in the days. Used to give them away back in school. Had no one to go with. It wasn't a thing. Or you Publix folks used to have it. For some reason, I just never got around to going to it. I want to go to one. Go ahead and wrap us up, man. I don't think we have anything else. Very slow week.
this was a sports heavy week.
Sports heavy weeks for someone that never been to a professional sports game is crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Oh no, y'all got any recommendations for this week?
What would be my recommendation? I'm gonna give you an oldie but goodie. Casino, the movie with Robert De Niro. Who else is in there? Yeah, no, all the works, man. This is a Casino, the old school mob movie. I was watching that the other day again, so I'll give it that. That'd be my recommendation.
What about you, Swerve?
I'm gonna say for my recommendation, I watched Lion King, the original, and Lion King 2 this past week.
You didn't watch that bullshit live one, though. That shit.
No, not
trash.
the live one. Not the live one.
Time.
The live one was
The original one's gay.
Live one was
wildin'.
the original one's the greatest Disney movie of all time.
One of them.
When it comes to the animated, it's the.
I can't even say that. Disney got too much. Well, I'm mixing up with Pixar.
When you're talking about, I'm talking about.
When you
Disney.
say the original, you're talking about the cartoon one, right?
The cartoon one, yeah. That's the best Disney.
That's the classic. It's a classic film. I don't know if it's it's up there though.
You know, there's a Lion King, the Simba one.
Simba's Pride or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that other
That shit is so
worse.
pussy, bro.
Yeah, that shit.
But I watched number 2, and that shit was not just as good, but the songs on there are very underrated.
No one fuck with number 1.
Yeah, ain't nothing fucking with number 1, but then that number 2 had some hits on it too. I can't even remember the songs. While I was listening to them, I was like, "Oh, this shit kind of slap."
Let me see. My recommendations, what I've been watching this week is Justified.
Told you fuck with that shit, right?
We watched the.
You watched the new season, or you went to the old one?
We watched the new one first, and then we went back and watched the old one.
The old one's fucking classic. I would have told you start there. That shit is fire. I love Justified. That's one of my favorite. You know, I'm big on westerns, anyways, but it's kind of like I don't want to say just a western. It's southern as well. So it's because if you watch it, he's not just in what is he in Tennessee?
I don't know what city they in.
He's a marshal,
Harlan,
so he's gonna be in a lot of shit that
we.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a lot of shit that we visit. You know, like New Orleans or Carolina. I think he does Belglade, throughout the season. The shit is dope. It's a lot of southern areas, but I love Justified.
Yeah,
What season you on?
That's what I've been on this past week, since all the first responder movies are still on pause.
What season you on?
We watched the last one, Prevail or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Prevail's complete. So y'all watched it complete out of that, which
And
just came
now
back
we're
after
on
it's been off
season
for
one,
this many years.
like episode 10.
Okay, see this shit that shit's fire. Season 1 Justified in general is fire. It's crazy. You know, every season there's a different dude. Them boys.
I don't even know
Avon's
what y'all
character.
talking about. What is Justified?
I'm watching it on Hulu.
What is this on? Hulu?
I'm watching it on Hulu, but I think it's a FX.
It's an FX show, but yeah, you can watch it
FX
through
show.
Hulu. Yep.
That's what I've been on.
All
right,
old
folks.
Series on FX.
Y'all know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram. That's Absurd Pod on Twitter. That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook. And you can always drop an email at that'sabsurdpodcast@gmail.com. And you know the voice line is always open. All you got to do is look through those show notes, click on that, leave voice message here. Click that, drop your voicemail, and we'll definitely get you on. We'd love to hear the feedback. And we out this week. We out.
Can I get a? Oh, yeah.